Welcome to the Openy and Anthony Show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. So vulgar.
Fuck you, I'm not a pussy.
I was accustomed to getting blown and having my ass eaten.
This is insane. I mean, this is insane.
So flatulent.
Why do we even try? Let's just fart into the mics and call it a day.
This is the funniest shit ever.
It's a weird show.
That's what's real. That's sex.
Tune in with no expectations.
Quite simply, the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
Here we are, the Openy Anthony Show.
Another 4 hours of love.
You guys having a good time or what?
Yeah, check, check it. I'm up early in the morning, yawning. Put Openy Anthony, yeah, Jimmy Tranny pointing. Opie like brother man, Ant wants to join the clan. Jimmy on the other hand, he working the other hand.
Turn my headphones up. They're horrible people to say in this old objectionable human beings, and I want you to know unacceptable to my scene, but I'll give it a go. 50 Cent, Larry King, Openy and Anthony Show.
Go. I know you feeling the flow. While Opie's mother hucking, Jimmy's trying to get blown. And we come to play around and we still in the show. I know you never heard nothing like this before.
How important is the board? Bored you'll never be, and don't worry about getting shot when you're with Anthony. Oh yeah, on the edge of your chair. Cause you really want to hear Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy. Just keep it right here.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, check it. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Yeah.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, now Mike Tyson up in this bitch. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Booga, booga.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, let's do that. Good morning, everyone. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, the Friday edition. It was 50 years ago today.
That Sergeant Pepper taught his band
to play, yeah.
Something?
Yeah, that's one of the 50-year things.
It's 20, I think, right?
20 years?
Yeah. That's how
Now
the
it's
song
about
goes.
$50, what I'm
Probably.
saying. If you think about it, really.
Yes.
Actually, it's 40. All right. All right.
It's the Kennedy assassination.
50 years ago today, and I just tweeted. The Daily News did a really good job today. The Post got lazy. The Post has 3 pages from 50 years ago. The Daily
Just
News,
of the Kennedy assassination.
right? But the Daily News said, you know what? Why don't we just reprint the whole fucking paper from 50 years ago?
Yeah.
And it's great because besides the JFK stuff, you really get a look at what life was about 50 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
The paper itself was 5 cents.
5 cents? That's an outrage.
And after 50 years, it's only $1 now. That's not too bad, I think.
Why would you pay even 5 cents if you could just get the online version?
Oh, that's
See?
right.
Because,
There wasn't one.
what happened was
yeah.
then...
It starts out Kennedy assassinated. Johnson
What?
sworn as president.
Oh.
Leftist jailed as slayer.
Leftist. See, you lefties, you're always causing trouble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Daily Almanac. They won't forget the day.
What was the Dow at on that day? Because we just broke
16,000.
16,000 on the Dow.
They had 100. I think it was 100 listed stocks.
Wow.
But I don't see an actual total for the Dow that day. Wait. This is kind of hard to read, actually. Most active stocks are 2.5
It's
cents.
probably like the company that made whites only fountain signs. Made a fortune.
Chrysler closed at 78, a little over 78, with a change of 2.25. Looks like.
Chrysler.
Most active stocks: Chrysler, Sperry round. It looks like.
Sperry? Yeah, that's like a military
Ford
thing.
Motors up there. RCA's up there.
RCA.
American Motors. It was all about the car
It was
company.
all fucking cars, man. That was the shit.
U.S. Steel.
U.S. We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Looks like they closed at 45, I think. It's hard to read this. General Motors, the Studebaker stock.
Studebaker. I wish I would have held on to that.
And Xerox.
Xerox.
And Xerox.
Xerox. Get it?
Not many of those companies still doing well today.
No. Xerox is doing okay.
They're hanging in there.
They're doing all right.
They're reinventing themselves a bit.
I bet they never knew the government would have had to have bailed out all those
Car
top
companies?
stocks there.
What about Studebaker?
The old Studebaker.
But they only closed it. Looks like $6.
Oh, just cheap shit.
I think. I don't know.
Market closed early due to the assassination, November 22nd. The Dow was at 711.
711.
That's something. And now we just cracked 16,000
Unbelievable.
on the Dow.
The president is assassinated as Dallas multitude hails him. Leftists accused of murders of Kennedy and Dallas cop. Final events of his life. They have the whole schedule he had that day.
And they really, God, it's so weird because in hindsight, you just 50 years later, people are still debating what happened and everything.
Right.
And there's the paper, which is like, here's the news.
They got the picture from where Oswald was, though, right
yeah?
away. And they're pointing at the car or another car.
Like, here's
Kind of showing that you could make the shot. Sniper
Man.
assassinated President Kennedy from this window. The president's car was at upper right arrow. I don't.
Oh.
Okay. Texas Governor John Connally was seriously injured by sniper's bullet.
He's okay.
And then this is kind of horrible. A last kiss on the lips of her dead husband.
Oh, Jesus.
It says.
Shocking.
Representative Henry B. Gonzalez of San Antonio said tonight he watched the nation's first lady, caked with blood, kiss her lifeless husband on the lips in a last goodbye and take the ring off her finger and place it on his. I couldn't take it, Gonzalez said. I walked away.
I couldn't take it.
Minutes later, Gonzalez said 4 attendants wheeled the bronze coffin containing the body of JFK out of Dallas Parkland Hospital for the last trip home.
Man.
And then, of course, they just move on right away. It's fucked up. They already start hosing shit down.
Hose it down.
Because we talk about this. Talented Lady Bird is now the first lady.
Lady Bird.
They're already moving forward.
What kind of fucking name was that?
She kind of looked like a bird, though. Kind of fit, I think.
Look who it is. Holy
Ronnie
shit.
B.
This is, what a treat.
What a nice
this is.
surprise.
What a treat this is on the...
Welcome, sir.
Happy 50th.
Happy 50th.
Happy 50th.
Happy
Yeah.
50th, Ron.
50 years.
The Daily News reprinted the entire paper from 50 years ago.
No, you've stepped into some kind of a time continuum.
Yeah.
We were all just going to go around the table and have recollections of where we were and what we would do. I literally shit myself when I heard.
Did you?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shit and pissed myself, and I couldn't even take care of it myself. My own mother had to clean me up. That's how.
You were distraught.
That's how
you were
fucked up
distraught that day.
I
Good, I
was.
got that water I was looking
Crazy.
for. Nice and warm.
You like the cold water? We got some cold water. Whatever you want, Ronnie B.
It's been 50 years since the Protestants killed the President of the United States.
Wow.
Right.
50 years.
Going out on a limb there.
Well, you know, they wanted to wear shorts to church. Good. You happy now? Now you got it.
No one really pushed that angle over the years, the shorts angle. I know Vietnam. People thought maybe Vietnam.
It's a hell of an angle.
Casual thing.
The mob, because him and his brother organized crime. But shorts. All right, I'm in.
Hey, you know how they are. You know how Protestants are.
Yeah, yeah,
they
man.
don't believe in any
No.
They're a little
formalities
strange.
like we do.
No.
They're a little strange. They always were when we were growing up.
Sure.
Publix.
They weren't all in
Yeah,
with
Those
their religion.
fucking public kids.
Well, we're talking from the future now. It says they'll never forget the day JFK was shot. We're here to tell you, kids, we're still remembering
50
that.
years ago. I like all the booze ads in the paper.
Of course you like the
reproduction.
booze ads.
A lot of booze ads.
You could get some Canadian Club for $6.55 a bottle.
That was good.
That's kind of expensive for
Go
back
home,
then.
smack the wife around.
New president, hard driving, soft spoken, old political pro. Then they got the death every 20 years of a president.
Yeah, it didn't work out after this one.
Well,
They almost got
18
Reagan.
they
years
almost
later.
got Reagan.
Almost got him.
Reagan was 80, right?
81.
Was it 80 or
I'm
81?
almost positive 81. He elected in 80.
80, yeah.
Anthony shit himself that day.
Yes,
boy,
I
did he.
remember once again, I shit myself and had my mom clean me up again.
Schools will mourn is in the paper.
yeah,
Of course they're going to mourn. Let's see what else
Were there
here.
grief counselors in the school, or just the gym teacher saying "suck it up"?
Yeah, right.
I love the old days.
Yeah, we don't come.
Now there's grief counselors. If
Right.
a fucking kid gets a haircut that looks ugly, they have to have the grief counselors come in. And now,
I remember
Back
when
then,
a
forget
principal died of a scuba diving accident. You're right. No
Wow.
grief counselors. We're all just losing our minds. We didn't understand death yet.
That gym
they just make the
teacher.
announcement and like, okay, so anyway, we're gonna, have gym class soon.
that gym teacher, I remember that left
From
to
Nam.
go to the Nam, and he came back and visited the school in his uniform in the cafeteria, and everybody was like all proud of him. And then we heard what happened to him. Oh boy,
Not good.
another name on that big fucking wall, and there's no grief counseling. It was just, that's what happens.
Now, Kennedy was hit first as governor's wife. Okay, so that's the magic bullet thing,
What does
right?
she know?
Legal steal. There's cartoons. But then it gets good, Ronnie. You get a glimpse of life from 50 years ago. You could buy a house for $15,000.
And of course, there's no Negroes in the neighborhood. Thank goodness.
A wonderful neighborhood called Brookwood, somewhere in the New York area. $16,000 to $20,000, you could get yourself a crib.
That's pretty righteous.
As little as $600 down for non-veterans,
$600.
and as little
600 down, and you're like, I got a house. I just bought a house.
and as little as $120 monthly payments.
How are you gonna fucking
Dude, a house-
scrape up that kind of scratch?
A house
Cable money.
Cable.
I wonder if we could look up this house in Huntington because that's where we're sort of from.
No, it's the Huntington. It's
They call
type
it the
of house.
Huntington, right?
Yeah. I
Oh,
looked
okay.
They tricked me too.
Oh, you thought it was a house in
Yeah,
Huntington?
I thought it was a house in Huntington.
All right. You could get this house for $130 a month. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Why didn't we understand real estate back then?
Well, I was a kid.
I didn't even understand blocks yet. You're
If
right.
I would have gone up and kind of tried to convey to my dad to buy real estate,
Right.
he probably would have smacked me and called me a faggot.
Hey,
What
here
are
we
you
go.
doing? Get to work.
Where am I going to get $600? from?
$600. Why don't you get it out of your mother? Oh, okay, Dad.
Sam just looked up Brookwood. It's still a rocking little area of townhouses.
How much?
So back in the day, you could get one for $16,000 to $20,000. Now what are they going for?
$12,000 and another for $11,000. Falling off there. Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, boy.
It's all rentals now.
Yeah.
Oh, rentals.
Yeah, they even closed the train station. It's sad what happens.
Yeah.
You know what that
Used to-
means?
yeah, it used
the
to be
neighborhood
nice.
went to shit.
Yeah, it
If
used
it's
to be
just
nice.
rentals.
Oh, that's
Oh,
bad
boy.
then.
Oh, boy.
They probably
All
had
right, all right, during the ad, they're playing the knockout game. There's no way.
That's probably not a good neighborhood.
There's
then.
no way.
It cost us a lot of money to clean up the radon in the basements. Back in the mid-'60s, we found out there was radon.
You know, if you look at this paper, people's eyes must have been better back then. Look how tiny the print is.
Very good.
Print is
It
microscopic.
really is hard to read.
Really small.
That's what
I mean,
they
they
Is that
didn't
the
want you to
whole
know.
paper, or is that just, do you think they just...
It's pretty much, they're saying it's the whole paper.
Well, the movies are in there and everything, so...
And the funny paper, there's actually like a comic in the back.
Read the funny papers.
You could do the jumble. Jumbo? Whatever. Jumble from 50 years ago. You could get an engagement ring. But it's only a quarter carat.
Oh,
That's
wow.
that's like a
Pretty
chip.
cheap. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, yeah, of course.
But you could get a engagement ring for $69.
$69.
$250 down, and then you have to pay $1.75 weekly.
You know what? Say what you want, but I'm going to run over to 52nd Street and catch Jack Lemmon in Under the Yum Yum Tree. Oh, does that just sound terrible?
Awful.
What'd you go see last night? Yeah, I went to see Under the Yum Yum Tree. Did you see that? It's brilliant.
It's about a tree made of vaginas.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow. And then right next to it's like porno listings. Can you believe they... Like the paper now, they would not even put a porno listing in. And it's
course
right
not.
next to Under the Yum Yum Tree. You have Naked Autumn.
Ooh, let's look up Naked Autumn.
Adult in the purest sense of the word. What does that even mean? Adult.
In the purest sense of the word, that means they showed, pubic hair.
You think that's what it was?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they were doing pubes, were they?
They showed pubic hair. They didn't show an insertion, though.
First New York showing of Traveling Lights. And the amorous sex for the sophisticated adult.
Sophisticated adult?
How sophisticated did you have to be to sit in a theater and probably crank one out?
You're like the guy that blew John Voight in Midnight Cowboy. Fucking cranking angrily.
Lee Remick and James Garner in the Wheeler Dealers at Radio City Music Hall.
Did you see the Traveling Light? Did you say that one?
Oh, yeah.
Join nudists at play.
Nudists
See beautiful sun-kissed maidens frolic in natural...
Au natural.
Oh, okay, that's what it says. In the waters of the exotic isle of Corsica.
That sounds horrible.
Why? That was on 49th Street.
Oh, yeah, well, that
East of 7th Avenue. Wait a minute.
That whole area was great.
Wait a minute, that's pretty much where we're broadcasting from.
Yeah. Oh, wow, the
We're
Traveling
western.
Lights.
Yeah.
We're right around here.
That's like 5th, right?
We're close to where they used to have the Traveling Light.
Damn, yeah.
Oh, wait, we are east of...
Yes, we are.
Yeah, 6th Avenue. It's
Yes,
probably
we are.
right where we are.
It's pretty much where we're broadcasting today. What else?
They had those until a few years ago. Me and my friend Philippe, when I worked at Christoph Silver, used to look at the porno listings and always giggle at Cinema David, which was the gay porno house. And we would just read like the fucking gay porn names to each other and laugh.
Oh, nice.
But that was 20 years ago, 25 years ago, but that wasn't that long ago.
Well, this is nice. Apparently, South Vietnam's ruling junta of generals suspended 31 high-ranking military officials. Good thing we won't have to get wrapped up in that.
Sure.
You know, they're taking care of their own business there in South Vietnam.
Look at this. It's 50th birthday party for Cousin Brucey. So that's...
Wow, cousins.
They just got him a toupee. This is great.
His first toupee. That's, pretty novel idea. I kind of like that. I remember going into the school library and stuff, and they would have old newspapers, and you could check out what was going on.
That was always kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
Did you see the sports section?
Not one black guy.
Well, there's a couple interesting things
Amazing.
about sports. First of all, the NHL only had 6 teams.
Yeah.
Chicago, Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, the Rangers, and Boston. That was it.
Wow.
50 years ago. And then the NBA only had like 9 teams.
Yeah.
And then
All white guys, too.
then they were debating something with Negroes, it says here.
What happened?
Negroes, Bold Ducks issue. Mobile, Alabama. A senior Bold spokesman declined specific comments today on whether Negroes will be invited to play in the annual football all-star game in January.
I hope not. Jesus.
You're hoping they made the right decision
Well,
back then?
because the truth of the matter is, I don't see how the Negro can excel at the game of football. I don't think we're ever going to see it.
The game will be played as scheduled January 4th, and as far as we know, it will be televised as planned,
Televised.
the spokesman said.
Televised football games back then must have just looked like shit.
Yeah.
They were just a camera in one seat. You know what I mean? It's like you bought a ticket to a game and they just had a stationary camera.
Yeah, stationary camera. The field's too big for those cameras. I mean, even baseball looked like shit.
Oh, they were debating if they were going to cancel the television coverage of the game because
there was a Negro?
Negroes are not invited to play.
Wow.
Oh, well, somebody was...
The network previously canceled national television coverage of the blue-gray game for the
Why?
same reason.
See, the media was always in there going, we got to help out the black man.
Even the way they phrased it back then, the Negro was not invited to play, as opposed to you'll be shot if you walk through this door. Not invited.
That does sound very pleasant.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, what happened? I wasn't invited.
Yeah.
I didn't get an invitation.
Oh, my God.
It was a whole nother time.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Different time.
Sure.
And there's an advice thing in here also. There's a lot of little advice things. And one said that you should light your lady's cigarette first. Because,
very nice.
Because a lot of men speculated, should I light my own cigarette first? Because the match's sulfur kind of flares up and it's offensive. But the newspaper said, no, just because there's a little sulfur on the match, that's not enough of a reason to not do the polite thing and give your loved one a little of the old cancer first.
Well, and it's also because if a sniper was stalking you, when the light went up, it would blow her brains out.
Her face.
Yeah.
Old school.
My God. I think that's about it.
Yeah, 50 years. And it's not like the news is all over it today. It's kind of nice. A lot of new specials out. They always find some new footage.
Yeah.
Try to get a different angle on the whole thing. I do like that composite they put together where they stabilized the Zapruder film video. It looks pretty.
I wanna
It's
see
pretty
that.
cool.
It's- It makes it even
Enhanced.
more brutal.
When did they
You
do
haven't
it?
seen that yet?
Stabilized.
Very recently.
I saw a few years ago they're always like showing the little sprocket holes. Every few years.
No,
they do
this one
something
is
with the
like
Zapruder film.
It's
they
brutal.
They figured out how to stabilize the image so it's not shaky, and then
Put the IMAX now. It's in
It
3D.
is.
It's really nice.
It's amazing on the big screen. You'll think you were there.
Did anyone ever question Jackie?
I don't think Jackie ever got
She was
interrogated.
She was close
She was right there.
with a derringer. Who
Yeah.
would have thought?
Yeah, who actually did they look at her purse after? It's a great question. It could have been her.
I don't think that's it, sir. There's Sam
Yeah,
Sam
yes.
Roberts.
That's Oliver Stone's movie, you idiot.
It's
Oh, wow.
it's this Bruder film, and it's what do they call it? Image
Enhanced?
stabilized.
Yeah.
Stabilized.
The news covers, like the Daily News had Kennedy assassinated, but the Post, JFK shot to death. It's just such a harsh.
Shot to death.
That's just such a harsh cover, man.
Yeah, that is.
So they were always in that world, huh?
I mean, I don't think they meant it to be
down there,
tabloid.
yeah.
It's just a harsh. It's just
Right.
really a shocking way of reading it.
Here it is, yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
I thought, yeah,
Yeah, there it is.
I think they stabilized it.
Beep, beep, beep. There he goes. Up, and the money shot. Boom! There it is.
I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Wow.
Merely a flesh wound.
Wow.
That really is just a fucking horrible
shot.
horrible thing to see.
Wow.
Fucking.
Do you remember Clint Hill? Did you guys talk to Clint Hill when he was in?
No.
He was talking about how he was holding onto the back of the car.
Yeah.
And I could look down inside the president's head.
He probably knew right then and there. Like, yeah,
You think?
this ain't gonna
This is
this ain't gonna wash.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Wow. Yeah. You know, I guess there's a bunch of the next big batch of classified documents that are being released is
just release all of them.
And what could they
2017.
possibly be
Enough
fucking
already.
holding on to?
2017. I don't know. The thing is, they at the time they lock these things up, and there's no looking at them to see. Well, maybe we could declassify them a little before that.
Oh, that's a good point.
So at the time there could be things, national security issues.
Well, how about we can now go back over and redo that?
Well, maybe, yeah.
How about we have?
Yeah, we rule now, right?
Yeah, we could go in there and go. Well, you're going to invalidate that nonsense.
Oh, it's like a little time capsule. Oh, look, we pulled out a fucking bottle of Yoo-Hoo in a Super Bowl. You know, shit like that.
It's kind of dumb.
But can't
Yeah.
we just go in there and get that stuff? I mean, you're going to tell me that there's people they can't just vote on it and grab everything?
You think there's a guy that gets to just read all that shit, though?
I would think that people get to read that shit.
Oh, the overnight guy.
The overnight guy can get a lot done. Yeah. Yes.
There's Oswald and Johnson splitting a sandwich. do you guys hold on to the conspiracy stuff, or
I don't know.
I don't give
After
a
a while,
fuck.
you're so inundated with it that you just say, no, it was just him. One guy.
Yeah.
I think it was just him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who the fuck?
I've kind of
am I?
gone in that direction too.
Because no one really talked. Everyone talks in the end.
yeah, but you know,
On your
while-
deathbed or something, you go, all right, here, look, this is what I
Yeah,
got.
but the fact that Ruby took him out there and was able to get up close.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that-
go back over some. of
Oh,
this
yeah,
stuff.
go read the paper.
I think that's
Read the paper
that'll
over
be
there.
tomorrow's paper, the Jack Ruby stuff,
I
right?
saw some guy on the bench one time. I sat in a park. We were talking about
Oh,
it.
did ya?
Yeah, and I said, I don't know what's. I said I wanted to really bring the truth to light, and he said, "Truth's on your side, Bubba."
Bubba. It's great. You look like the tank driver from Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah, I was a conspiracy guy for a long time. I believed a lot. I read David Lifton's book. I read all these.
Yeah.
That was a great one about the medical evidence. But they always miss. There's always that one critical fucking gap they can't fill. Like David Lifton had all these brilliant things about what Commander James Hume said and how they might have been interpreted, and things the FBI agents said when they were in the room that could have been that there was certain because James Hume said there appears there's been surgery about the head, because of Parkland. So there's all this medical conspiracy, and then you have to figure out when they did the surgery on the head.
There wasn't time.
Here's when it would have had to have been done in the limo before before they actually got there. Or in the fucking, he came to the conclusion that they did the surgery in Air Force One, going from Dallas to Bethesda, and it's like, no, they didn't. Stupid. They didn't fucking operate on the president's brain in the air on the plane. And they didn't do it.
You don't think so?
No, they
huh?
didn't.
No, they
No, they did not. Robert Kennedy, I think, was on the plane on a jacket. They did not go in there and fix everything up.
Scalpel. Hand me a scalpel.
Because they didn't know what they'd need to do. We know, time. In that moment, they didn't know they were going to need that bullet or how much fragment shit was going to be found. They didn't know any of that stuff.
What happened to his brain? Apparently, Kennedy's brain went
I
missing.
think Robert Kennedy had it, and they said the next night they buried something with him. I think it was Robert Kennedy.
You think they
He
buried
took his
brain?
own brother's brain.
I don't know why they have it.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Horror movie shit.
What do you
right
think,
there.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
You know what? There's never been a time in this country that a majority of people believed that it was a one-person thing. The day after, 52% of the people thought it stunk.
Really?
Yeah. And now I think we're like 70%.
Yeah.
Yeah, the number moves around depending on what evidence pops out.
It just really goes to show that we don't believe anybody.
Right,
You know?
right.
All the shit that we're taught about greatest country in the world and all that stuff we hear when we're kids.
We don't buy it.
We don't believe it, really. We say it, but we do not believe it.
I think it's more that people don't like the feeling like they have no control over something. Yeah. They feel like one guy can do that, then you're so vulnerable. That was the 9/11 conspiracy theorists,
Right.
too. They hate to think that a bunch of savages over in some country, as long as they have a little bit of money, can come over here and fly planes into our buildings. So it has to be some grander scheme, or else we're all pretty vulnerable. Yeah.
The idea
That's
that
my
this
stupid
great man
opinion.
can be taken down by this fucking nobody.
Yeah.
This little slight nobody, which is what he was. Just a
Yeah.
nothing.
He was wayfish.
Yeah.
Much like our own
It was
Sam
like
Roberts.
Fiona Apple, if he were a Russian.
Fiona Apple of Assassins. Yes.
And that's the first time that's ever been said.
Yes, I think so. Put it in the paper.
And did you know that there's a huge discussion going on whether Kennedy was a conservative or a liberal?
Really?
I always just assumed he was a liberal, man.
But back then, it was a whole different animal, you know.
Right.
It didn't mean the same thing, even.
He was conservative when it came to, what was happening around the world. He was liberal when it came to black people.
Yeah.
We don't have people like that anymore.
No,
they
not
could
at
just
all.
pick a couple things like this I agree with and this I
Right.
don't.
You got to now go all in with
You
your
got to
party.
take
I
the
hate
entire
that.
thing. It's like cable. You can't
gotta take
pick
the
and
whole
choose
package.
your
Total
channels.
package. It's a total
You
package.
can't pick and choose your channels. You got to take the whole package or nothing. I've been called a bleeding heart liberal and a fucking Nazi.
Who called you a liberal?
I know. It was crazy. Actually, that Twitter, what is that? Twitter.
Jake
thing
Goebbels
that,
on Twitter?
That's that Michelle Milken woman.
Oh,
has
right.
That
Yeah.
Twitter thing. She reposts like things and then they comment on it.
Yeah.
And they posted something I tweeted and then called me a fucking, this figure's another liberal broadcaster. I'm like, what?
right.
Me?
What was the tweet?
This was months ago. It was some drunken rambling I was doing. You think I remember?
Yeah, exactly.
I bet it was about the Negro.
Yeah, or maybe you're saying something fairly liberal. Like, how the age of consent should be lowered to 4.
Yeah, that could have been it, Jimmy. Right, you are.
Twitchy.
Twitchy,
You were on
that was it.
Twitchy.
I was saying Michaela Maroney. It was her 17th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And I was trolling, of course. Jimmy's almost right about it. Jimmy almost
nailed
nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your actual tweet?
That I would like bang her.
It's something about a cherry, I think? Or
Oh,
right,
Yes.
Yeah, you were
yes.
subtle about it.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And now, if you look at Michaela Maroney's Instagram, it's just trolls posting how they want to fuck her and like her ass so that then her fans get all angry.
Yeah.
What did I write?
The verdict is in on Jody Arias. Fuckable.
Jesus Christ.
That
Is this
guy.
a public forum, Twitter? Is that a public
I
forum?
think it
Oh,
is.
geez.
Yeah, Ronnie, you don't get involved with the Twitter.
The verdict.
You know,
you're a
And they
smart
didn't
man.
They called me a pig.
Yeah.
Pig Anthony Cumia. Accused convicted murderer Jody Arias is fuckable. That's the headline.
Well, what do you
everything
expect?
is right in that statement.
Yes.
Why are you shocked?
Did they go into the who, what, where, and when?
Here you are fighting with Patton.
Yes, I had a little
Yeah.
brawl with Patton Oswalt.
He was cool about it.
Oh, of course.
He was totally cool about it.
Yeah. Sick Opie and Anthony co-host tweets about breaking Michaela Maroney's hymen.
This was a good one.
Update. Talk show host doubles down. I guess instead of apologizing, I said, yes.
Yes.
You should fuck her.
Yes, instead of apologizing, you said I'll flip her over and take her asshole too.
I doubled down. To read it in the headline format.
Oh my God.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What do they write
are we
about it
doing as
underneath the
people?
tweet?
Well, the tweet itself says breaking,
Right.
Michaela Maroney's hymen.
Colon. Breaking colon.
You sick fuck.
Yes, that's the new Bryan Cranston project.
Michaela Maroney's hymen legally. Happy 17th birthday.
What's the hashtag?
And then it says "Take a hike." Chris Hansen is the hashtag.
yeah. Well,
and then what do they write about that?
The reference to Chris Hansen presumably is Chris Hansen, Ian.
Face. No, it was the fourth brother from the little band that did Bop.
Oh,
That's who I meant.
All right. Best known for hosting a Dateline NBC
This is the
segment.
best part.
Yeah,
blah,
get your
blah,
pajama
blah.
tops.
The age of consent in California, where Michaela reportedly lives, is 18. What a creep.
Oh no! Oh no!
Like I fucking keep tabs.
Yeah, I'll just fuck her in a rest area in another state.
Yeah, exactly.
Replies Kumia.
That's a man act. Got a girl in the car. Got Michaela Maroney in the car. That's a man act. Breaking hymens, knocking down mailboxes.
Good news, guys. We got a guy that's going to prove the JFK assassination.
Oh, thank God.
Good.
We need
Mike
this.
from Connecticut.
It's been too long. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey guys, it's really it's complicated, but what you have to focus on because you have to focus on Oswald's trip to Mexico in late September.
Back in '63. What a very special time for me.
Look, and you guys were just talking about how they don't release all the files. They were supposed to release, after JFK, the movie was released in 1992, there was a big controversy. They were supposed to release all the files. There was a civilian JFK assassination records review board set up.
This guy's into it. Listen to him.
The CIA has been stalling for 20 years, and they keep stalling. They keep pushing back when they're going to...
They were told to stand down.
I wonder if there's also it does frustrate me that they won't release those documents, but I wonder if there's just embarrassing things in there too.
Yeah, what could it be?
Just about Oswald and what he was doing. I still don't believe he was a patsy, but I do think that there's probably embarrassing stuff about him.
I don't think Oswald was a patsy either. I think he was involved in some way, definitely. If he wasn't the shooter, he knew what was going on.
Oh, this guy is so involved.
But it's like this.
Yeah.
But why can't we release all that stuff? That's the weird part.
Because they're trying to cover something up. In Mexico, when Oswald went to Mexico, there was an imposter. There was people making. No, this is all legit. This is all from a frontline document.
Let me ask you a question, dude.
He has cancer of the neck.
Guy
Talk to him
calling
quick.
in. Let me ask you a question.
Had it for years.
The Oswald Mexico thing, if all this has got a whole bunch of merit, why do they allow Oswald to be taken in by the Dallas Police Department? Like, meaning, whoever set this up is brilliant and is very powerful. Obviously, they can get Oswald in and out of the country. They can do all this stuff. Why do they allow him to be taken by the Dallas Police Department and questioned for 2 days? And then why do they allow him to stand in front of the media? It makes zero sense.
Why wouldn't there be a car waiting for the guy?
That's exactly what I'm saying, yeah.
Right.
Hiding the conspiracy in plain view.
Why would they?
That's what they're doing.
Why would they mess up that little detail? A getaway car.
Why would they even let the local cops grab him? You know
Right,
that
yeah.
wouldn't happen today.
Right, exactly. Could you imagine some shit kickers grabbing some fucking conspiracy?
Fucking Protestants throwing him in the back of the car, lighting up a joint. Everybody's happy.
I can't answer that question, but I would say that they probably wanted to kill Oswald after he shot Tippit. If he shot Tippit, if you get into the details of that.
This guy.
No, they're pretty well known.
Right.
He shot Tippett. He shot J.D. Tippett. They're pretty well known.
You weren't alive there, Jim, so you can't say that.
You weren't alive.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's a great argument.
Face, Jimmy.
That's a great
it.
argument. I wasn't alive when the dinosaurs were here either, but I believe the rumor.
I know, but just because somebody tells you something doesn't mean it's true, man. People lie all the time.
You're telling us
Please
something.
repeat that into the mirror. I know.
I'm not saying you should believe me, but don't dismiss me so easily.
I like this guy. He's making good sense. I like this guy.
Yeah,
Fuckers, man.
I'm not dismissing you as a man, sweetie. But I am dismissing the idea that Oswald did not kill Tippit, because he did kill Tippit.
Yeah,
Well,
come on.
maybe he did.
Maybe not,
He
Jim.
did. He shot him.
Maybe not.
There's no maybe. He did it. He did it.
Well,
let me
Ruby
tell you,
fixed
let
it
me
so
tell
we...
you legit.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mike. You're almost done, though.
Mike?
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm almost done. None of you guys are going to do this. All you have to do is type in PBS, Oswald, Mexico into Google.
Now I won't do it because you gave that dumb
type
childish challenge.
All right, hold on, Mike. Hold
You have
on.
white stuff in the corner
Hold
of your
on.
mouth.
We got Leonard on the line with Mike. Leonard's from
good.
Atlanta.
Leonard
Go ahead,
Lawrence.
Leonard. What do you got?
Hey, listen, Mike, he's the same kind of fella that believe if you type in alien on the internet that you believe what it reads.
How many attacks?
How old were you when this guy was assassinated?
We were not talking about
Well, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You spouting off information been pumped in your little pea brain all your life.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking southern retarded piece of shit.
This is a little microcosm of the Civil War. I like this.
Sure.
Connecticut, Atlanta.
I think Atlanta's going to take this one.
You think they're going to win this time?
I think Atlanta's got Connecticut on this one.
because
I got Atlanta in my bracket.
Yeah.
This guy's an asshole. What is he talking about?
shit.
Connecticut doesn't have a deep, powerful speaking voice at all.
No.
You don't know what the fuck I am. I could be a homosexual. Listen.
Oh, jeez. Yes. Perish the thoughts, sir.
Just took a weird turn, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
See that?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to have a dick up my ass right now for all you know. Bumping jizz into me.
I might be that fat bastard like that Jimmy D sausage. You don't know.
Now name different
wish
people.
I was in
Leonard, give Mike a chance for a second.
Go ahead, Len.
I don't know how to respond to this guy. He just seems like some yahoo who doesn't know what he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about, so I feel confident in what I'm saying. Whether you guys choose to believe me or not, that's up to you. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I will make a legitimate no shit point. All right, now you know what you're talking about. Where do you get your information from? Were you there that day? Were you right along with Jackie and said, "Oh shit, I think something's wrong"?
The article that I'm pointing to that talks about Oswald in Mexico, which has been vetted by the Public Broadcasting Corporation, has links to the actual images, the documents that they've scanned. You can see everything. You can see how the CIA.
He's making us go to the internet to
maybe
prove
lying
something.
about Oswald
something.
in Mexico. There's details that they're not talking about.
You don't know what he was doing there. You just know that he was there.
If you have a TV set on top of another TV set, you might be a redneck.
You damn right. If you listen to Opie and Anthony so much that you have dreams about it, you might be.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Now it's all
Wait,
right.
on the anniversary.
I'm sure it's a wet dream, too.
On the anniversary.
On the anniversary. Thank you, Leonard in Atlanta. Mikey, we'll look up your shit on the internet, all right?
Mike's passionate. I
All
understand that, and you know, I respect the fact that it means something to him. I believe me, dude. I wish I had your conviction. I don't. I've read a lot of the conspiracy stuff, a lot of it, and I just don't believe it because of things like they ignore certain logical thing because it would disprove the conspiracy. So to me, they don't mean to be. They're not being dishonest, but they're invested in the conspiracy being true as opposed to
that's
finding
what they
what's
did with
true.
9/11.
Why don't they just release all the documents, considering that everyone still is pretty, strongly opinionated on this? And Ronnie says 70% of the country,
I think because they
believe in a conspiracy. I think that number's a little lower these days, but
You think it's even higher?
lower.
Oh, you think it's lower than that?
A little bit, but I think it's still over 50% of the people.
I don't think it doesn't have to go to the full conspiracy, but everyone thinks something's
Something is
fucking
not right.
weird.
Okay.
Not just that, because then you follow it with the Martin Luther King, the Bobby Kennedy, even the Malcolm X. I mean, within 4 years, they just shut up anyone who was
had some
a
shit going
leader.
on.
And now it's on to the floor. That was so bad.
Right.
And now it's on to Chicago. And well,
I'm going to have a roll first in the kitchen.
Who was the guy who shot Martin Luther King?
James Earl Ray.
I had him on the phone one time when I was doing radio in Florida. They were, he was looking for a kidney, and somebody hooked me up with him, right? So I'm talking to him on the phone, And I'm just fucking around. It's like shock jock days, and you know what I mean. Like anyone who got on the phone, you tried to embarrass them, and then your listeners would high five. So that's about how bright we were. You know,
James Earl Ray, and you didn't take it seriously.
The whole time anyone is talking, just fart noises. They're like, it's fucking awesome. So
like James Earl Ray was doing a lot of interviews.
Yeah, right.
Something so special that day.
And we just blew it, but he said something to me. I swear to God, I'll never forget it. He goes, and I bring up about him shooting Martin Luther King, and he goes, "What?" And I go, when the assassin, he goes, "Dude," he says, "I'm in general population in a 99% black fucking prison." He goes, "If one of these guys thought I wasn't set up, they'd kill me in 5 minutes." He goes,
what?
"How do I walk around here unless everybody in the place knows that was a fucking joke and a setup?"
Wow.
I'll never forget that.
What about
How
the
the
white
fuck
guys
did he
in
live
prison,
the whole
though?
time?
Yeah,
Huh?
What about the white guys
White
in prison?
guys were just quietly giving them a little thumbs up. Here's some extra mashed potatoes.
Yeah, well
But isn't
done.
that strange when you
That
think
is
about it?
strange.
That guy was.
High-profile guys aren't normally killed in jail, it seems. Except Dahmer, but that was a prison infraction. Like, they all survived. Sirhan's alive. Manson's alive.
The guy that killed Martin Luther King.
But I mean, all the guys who killed
Wow.
Malcolm X who lived through jail. One of them just got out. They were allowed to live in prison. And they were black guys, and they shot him, and they were allowed to live in jail. Other black guys didn't rip
Where's
their
this
throats out.
prison justice we always hear
You
about?
don't hear about it.
No,
It's
the
never happened.
pedophiles are in there like everybody else.
Wait till he gets in there. He's going to
Yeah.
realize that.
like
no,
this
he's
is
going to
code
realize
of ethics,
nothing.
bunch of men of honor.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Men of honor in prison. Right?
The,
Instead, they're all sitting around watching Breaking Bad together.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy who
Nothing's
lives next to
happening.
Manson is the guy who killed Bill Cosby's kid. It was just in Rolling Stone the other day.
really?
They're
Yeah.
buddies in prison.
Whoa.
Yeah. Manson's 80 now.
Yeah.
And marrying a
Aw.
25-year-old.
God bless.
Well,
That hit
we'll
yesterday.
see. If anyone's going to tie him down.
Well, he said he's a little nervous about getting married.
Sure.
He's got
It's a
cold
big
feet.
step.
He's got
feet.
cold
It's a
feet.
big step
He's got
for him.
cold feet as far as marrying a
There it is.
25-year-old. He's 80 now, huh?
Yeah.
You get plugs in prison? What's that about?
Yeah, he looks good, doesn't
Just
he?
always had a great head of hair.
Yeah.
That Manson hair
That
is
nice Chris Kringle wink.
good genetics, I
Understand
think.
the charisma.
Looks like some kind of wig on top, though, doesn't it? It looks like a salesman.
Well, it's a California thing. You want to do the tips.
The George Michael for
It's
the
got a
wedding.
little salt and pepper on the sides. He's a little gray.
That tattoo's holding up pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He uses just for psychopaths on the top of his head.
Yes. It's in a bottle shaped like an axe.
It's wonderful.
Is that his girl?
That's his broad, huh?
She's cute.
Wow, what the
I'd
fuck?
fuck her.
Boy, she's got a little squeaky from thing about her. He
that's what they were
does have a
saying.
type.
He does.
Manson has a
He
type.
does.
Exactly.
He likes the elephants.
Oh, God, she's batshit
fucking- yeah,
crazy,
yeah, she's
though. You
cute,
can see it
though.
in her eyes.
She looks like Bonnie McFarlane, but she has better taste than men.
How does Manson score a chick like this?
There's always some dumb woman that wants to marry. Richard Ramirez got married in jail. There's always some dumb woman that wants to marry a guy who fucking raped and murdered
Usually, though,
somebody.
they're like, I think the old fag hags have now gone to prisoners.
She's hot, man.
So she's kind of cute. There's
Look
some
at
kinda-
look at his face. It's the way she's fingering his asshole right now. As we're sitting here watching.
He is wincing.
You would not be able to think that he'd be able to have somebody next to him like this.
Yes. She's got a little Casey Anthony quality about her.
She's very pretty.
Maybe that's what he found
I want to
attractive.
smooch with her in her big chin.
Yeah.
I
needs
just
a little
want
bangs.
I just want to know what her parents did wrong. That this 25-year-old is trying to marry
Do you think
Manson.
Do you think she had to go home and talk him
Oh,
up? But he's really a
Christ.
nice guy,
Yeah,
Dad.
She's like, I have bad news, and she started taking Roman Polanski movies off the shelf and throwing them out.
Did Charlie have to call her father
Yeah.
and ask?
What are your intentions, sir?
Yes.
Well, I think I'm going to go to the junkyard and find the man underneath the big pile of garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to ask for your daughter's. I was going to say blood and marriage.
Oh, no, that's-
Stop it.
Well, with that, we could go to another guy who has his 2 cents on the JFK assassination.
It's going to be a very busy
I don't know if
day.
people know, but it's 50 years ago today.
Wow.
And by the way, Ron said 52% the next day. That shows you how fast I think that the country got fucking shitty. As soon as that really ran.
And everyone
Everything
ran,
changed.
everyone ran toward that fucking grassy knoll immediately.
Yeah, who runs towards bullets? I've never met anyone that runs towards gunshots.
Well,
You run away from them.
not really. When shit goes down in Manhattan, I always run forward. You want to check shit out?
Do you? That's.
Well, you're trying to go viral.
What?
Yeah,
no, but
yeah.
they said they were running and pointing though. They weren't running because that was the way out of that Dealey Plaza that day.
Yeah, I'd like to know what that was. I don't. Maybe they. Plus, maybe they did think it came from there, the echo. But there was
Maybe
no.
it was just the echo thing.
Yeah, no one shot.
You ever go to Dealey Plaza, Ronnie?
No, I'm never going to go down there.
Pretty amazing, actually, to check it out.
I'm done with them, the Cowboys, all that shit down there.
Yeah.
Done with Texas.
Jared, you got your 2 cents on this?
yeah.
Take a communion.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
Hey, Jared. What's up, man?
Not much. You'll have to pardon my voice if I'm a little
Seductive.
Sexy.
Sinuses, you know.
That's all right. Believe me, I live with it.
Right.
Big fan of you guys. You know.
Thank you very much.
okay.
More of a setup if you don't
This is
mind.
good. Yes,
Cool.
please. Just
I'm
continue
Sagittarius.
talking without getting to your point.
Are you Protestant?
Yeah.
we need to know
Walks in the
that.
park.
Oh, Jesus.
The big thing with the JFK conspiracy is it's had enough time now that it's going to keep going and going and going and going and going, and people are just going to keep coming up with new ways to.
Well, that's true. It's sort of like the thing to do now.
Sure.
We're talking
Instead
about
of
blurred lines.
accurately.
At this point.
Oh.
Blurred lines.
How many people are gonna be walking right now through Dealey Plaza today, just looking down like they might find a clue?
Yeah.
Fucking blithering idiots.
Find a fucking shell casing they missed.
Pick it up with a pencil. Oh,
Yes.
What is this?
All right, get me an evidence bag.
Yeah.
Yes,
Everybody
something.
wants to be, you know, that guy who finds something.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think they've cleaned up.
Yeah.
So what do you got there? What's your point, Jared?
Well, honestly, like I said, the big thing is I don't know if we'll ever really, you know, find out if it was, you know, something.
Good one.
Something a little, you know.
You're a little nervous, aren't you?
Yeah. Jesus.
You're a little nervous, Nelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get past the phone screener?
Oh, boy. Who's
Is it a
screening?
screener or a let in?
Wow.
Who's screening?
All right, Jared. We're going to let you go, pal.
Yeah, collect your thoughts.
call.
But you can call back.
Yeah, call back for the 100th.
Call back, though.
Well, I'll be here. Can you believe it's been 100 years?
100.
Jeff and Indy. Jeff.
Yeah, boy.
Enough with that shit.
Boo.
Just get to what you want to say.
Oswald did it, man. Oswald did it. If you go back in the mid-'90s, who held the range record at 29 palms for the longest shot?
A guy named Frank Tortle.
Mitch Cumstein.
Lee Harvey Oswald. I think, you know what I...
Nice
people
reveal.
look at
I like how he did that. Who did it? That man was Lee.
Nice setup.
We're supposed to be all like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, you should.
Damn it.
This is the wrong day to try to use Oswald as the reveal. Who was murdered in Dallas? Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, but it's just, for years, you know, you look at the data, you look at all this stuff, and then you realize the guy, like Jimmy says, the guy was alive for like a couple days saying, I'm a patsy. That's it. That's all we know. That's all he said. And why would we believe this guy? This guy was everywhere.
Well, the entire Dallas Police Department was in on the thing because, you know, they don't care that they look like bumbling clods, that they lost the president and then him, and that one of their own cops was killed. They were all in on it. It's a big thing. They burn the notes because that's what you do.
I don't know.
I know.
All right, that was great.
I'm just kidding.
They all have. There's
Thank you, sir.
nothing
Great
new.
call.
There's no new ground
Really
being
was a
broken
good
with
call.
these callers.
The video, you know, once in a while, the video, when they figure out ways to enhance the video, maybe something like that will help, or computer graphic imaging on videos that already exist, like on the Nick's film or Mary Mormon. All that stuff. There was one woman in the fucking book depository filming, and of course, we've talked about before, the dumb clod broad. She was on the floor below Oswald, and she was filming from that angle, and fucking dummy didn't know how to use the video camera.
Yeah, she turned it off.
She turned it the wrong way, and so it's pointing just in shrubs while this assassination's happening. I hope that every day she went home, her husband hit her hands with a hammer, cracked her fucking wrist with a fucking... What a dope.
All right, we got food, so why don't we take a break?
A lot of
Make
fun.
love.
The great Ron Bennington is here today.
It is.
Very
It's
cool.
true. It's
Oh yeah.
Very, very cool.
What makes you get up so early here and come in
Well,
today?
I just wanted to come see you guys while you're still in the mornings. I thought it'd be a lot of
Well,
fun.
that's true.
Swing by.
Before the big-
yeah.
Before the big switch over
Yeah,
to-
the big relaunch of the channel.
But we're turning this into a media destination.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what we've been told.
I don't know.
More
what
on
even
that
means.
after this.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.
Guys,
guys are bad for the toilet.
Now, back to our show.
Ronnie B in studio today. We're very happy to have him.
Well, Friday.
Yeah.
Well, 50 years I have to be.
Yeah, you got it.
You got to celebrate the big day with us. Bobby Lee. Wow, Bobby Lee's coming back today?
Is he?
He's a nut job.
He's a little kooky.
Hilarious, but he's a nut job.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just saying this is a big thing happening, a big JFK thing.
Yeah.
Like, talking about the conspiracy.
What's that?
It's going on at the Borgata for Valentine's Day weekend, and tickets go on sale for it at 10 a.m. today.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's a big JFK thing. There's supposed to be some kind of reveal. So if you're into that stuff, buy tickets. It's under my name.
Yeah, sounds cool.
I got something, too. I got to awkwardly say hi to John from Time Warner Cable.
Oh, we were bashing Time Warner yesterday?
Kinda.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know if we were bashing.
Oh, no, that was a sound.
No, I don't think we were bashing Time Warner Cable.
Right. What happened?
Well, I can tell you this much. I'm all in with Time Warner Cable.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're not gonna
got to him.
He got to him.
You're not going to see me get files anytime soon.
You fell asleep next to the pod.
The phone rang yesterday, and my wife goes, "It's Time Warner Cable." I'm like, "What the fuck? What? They want a fucking survey about the work they did in our apartment yesterday?"
Give them a piece of my mind.
And he goes, "I just would like to talk to your husband." And I get on the phone, and he goes, "I heard you on the radio this morning.
Oh, boy.
And this is what we're going to do for you." And the laundry list of what they did for me.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, boy. To the people out there, you need a radio show because, man, cable could be really cheap.
Oh,
it could be really cheap.
Oh, again, the haves get stuff. The have-nots just still languish.
And then, and through the phone call, I'm like, "Well, this is kind of awkward." I go, "Did it sound really bad?" I'm like, and he's like, "Not really, no." And I go, "You're a fan, right?" He goes, "Yeah." And then I was asking if I could do anything for him, considering he's a fan. And I could tell he wanted to say yes, but obviously the phone call was being recorded, so he's like, "No, just if you want, you can mention me on the radio tomorrow to make sure people know that we did right by you." Boy, did they do right by me. I don't know if
they would have done right by you, they would have said, "We're canceling and giving you FiOS." That would have been doing right by you. I've had horrendous experiences.
Fuck
with that.
FiOS. All in with Time Warner Cable and the Samsung Galaxy.
My building's going to go color in 2 weeks. We're all talking about
good
it.
for you, Rob.
Time
That's
Warner.
nice.
Time Warner. Bringing color to the Upper East Side.
A bunch of aerials on the roof. But maybe you have to adjust the aerial.
But those rants, you realize that, I guess people do listen to these stupid rants of ours.
Oh, man. I got a call the other day from when I was driving home, and this guy goes, "You ordered a lens from us, and there's like a 4-week wait on this lens. It's a very popular lens, and do you want me to put the order through, or you want to cancel it or something like that?" I'm like, "Nah, just put the order through," because that was like the 5th place I went to. And he's like, "Okay, well, now that you said that and you're putting the order through, I just want to tell you I'm a fan of the show, and,
oh, wow, so it should have been a week."
Well,
the fuck?
Here's how that worked out.
Oh, okay.
The very next day, I get an email that says it will be delivered to you tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
He probably couldn't say that because it's the greatest. That phone call is being recorded.
Radio.
And he shows up on your fucking
Just having a radio show.
He shows up on your doorstep, asks you for an autograph, and says, "You're dead, fucker."
You're dead, fucker. That's fantastic.
I was embarrassed by all the stuff he gave me yesterday. I'm all in with Time Warner Cable. No complaints here.
It's so
My
great
cable
being
boxes
a
are
minuscule celebrity.
They're being switched out today for the brand spanking new ones.
Oh, they're giving you new cable boxes.
He explained that there's some kind of law where they can't give brand new boxes to every customer or something for whatever
What
reason.
kind of law?
Yeah,
Who made
I
that?
don't know.
Time Warner made
exactly.
their own law.
You think Cuomo fought for that?
Yeah. No new cable. No new cable boxes. Read my lips.
Then he noticed channels I didn't have that are good for kids.
Uh-oh.
And sports packages good for me.
You throw those in?
I'm all in, man.
Oh,
this
my
guy
God.
took care of me. And I was completely embarrassed. Because I know what I said yesterday.
You were right.
I know what I said. I'm like, I hope it didn't sound too harsh. We pump things up for the radio show. I don't really mean all that stuff I said.
Meanwhile, exactly, you did.
Did you mean all the bad things you said about Time Warner?
I fucking hate Time Warner Cable.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's terrible.
Hold on a minute. I got the guy's number for real, and he goes, if Anthony, If he wants to talk, give him my number because he goes. I know his place in Manhattan that has Time Warner Cable.
It certainly does. And maybe next time I go, the box will be rebooted by then.
Oh, you
Takes
need a new
fucking
box
forever.
for that.
Maybe that's it.
You want his
Maybe
number?
my Wi-Fi will work.
You want
I
his
understand
number?
it's a giant apartment that I have, but the Wi-Fi should work in the entire apartment.
That's Anthony speaking. Opie loves Time Warner Cable.
Fios is where it's at.
Absolutely.
We could so be bought. It's horrible.
It only takes one little thing, doesn't it?
And you're
Like, yeah, these guys are great.
Right.
And we're dopey radio guys. This goes on all the time in Washington. Like politicians get this exact same scenario
Treatment.
plays out for a politician. So then they're like, "Oh, I love this company."
Right.
Yeah, let me fucking push money towards them, and it's
fuck the wolves. Yeah, you can kill all the wolves you want.
Yeah, go ahead. We don't
I used
care.
to be an animal lover, but fuck it. You giving me free cable and a fruit plate?
You know what?
Build what you want.
They set us up with live reads years ago. Once you start to figure out, I've already lied.
Yeah.
I've already lied to the public.
Yes.
Yeah, the
What was that
live
shit?
reads.
You're looking to lose weight. They used to buy every radio, and then people's livers started to fall out.
What was that? Stacker 2, I remember.
Stacker 2.
Stacker 2 was a big
Stacker
one for
2?
us.
Yeah, Legal Speed.
Oh, that was great.
And they had to take a few
Stacker
ingredients
2.
out of Stacker 2.
sure, like
and then
meth.
And then
Yeah.
they try and then they try to sell it that you didn't really need those two ingredients anyway.
Right.
Stacker 2 still rocks.
This
Meanwhile-
is better.
Yeah, it was cocaine, but it was all cut after they fixed it.
Remember Stacker 2?
Stacker 2 was huge, and people were
Huge advertisers.
Was it ephedrine or something that makes you lose the weight? That's the
Yeah,
problem.
you
Yeah.
can't eat while you're cramped up. Is what it really comes down to.
Yeah, people loved the Stacker 2. And 9 out of 10 doctors say it's perfect. No problems.
Bless you, Angel.
Thank you.
My
Thank
little
you, Jimmy.
sweetie.
Thank you, Jim.
Hope all's well.
Wow, E-Rock, you're reading my mind. Yeah, we used to sell the horny goat weed.
Horny goat weed.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, E-Rock. I really was just thinking that.
I remember that.
That shit probably worked though.
You think horny goat
Like,
weed?
Yeah, that would probably give you a boner.
probably. Like, I'm guessing it was like a
Horny goat weed.
Yeah.
You know who I probably fucking sold out the most to that's really, really there's no defense
it.
for is fucking Don King.
Oh.
Don King used to fly us out to fucking Vegas, set us up, and we were just like, this fight is so great.
Oh, it's going
And
to
we're
be the most
all
exciting
excited
fight.
about it.
Yeah.
You know, and it would be over in 3 rounds, and everybody be pissed, but us. No!
Right.
There was plenty there. We'd just be sitting there. Coming up in the next fight,
Right. You
fucking chicks are showing up.
You understood why so many people got fucked by Don King. We met him, once, maybe
No, a
twice?
couple times.
You were charmed, right? Completely
Beyond
charmed.
charmed. As soon as
Yeah.
he entered the room, we're like, oh, fuck, he should be our agent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm serious, though. That's how
I know.
that shit happened with those guys.
I'm in the Tyson's book again now, where he talks about Don King and how he finally settled. Don King owed him like $100 million, and Tyson really fucked up. He filed for bankruptcy a month, and he shouldn't have. And then Don King settled for like $14 million. Tyson would physically abuse him. Though. He would slap him in the face. He would beat Don King.
Really?
Yeah, Don King didn't want to go around because Mike would slap his face.
Don would.
Yeah, but you're slapping his face, and while he's taking 82
no,
million.
I'm saying, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
think you're winning, you can't beat a guy like that.
No, I think you know that he knew he was losing to him, and he just wanted to get some aggression out. Because
Right.
Don King literally is just undefeated with these guys. He fucking ripped off.
And they all hate him.
everybody.
They finally all hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finally.
I mean, there's obviously a precedent there, and everybody still falls into his under his spell.
He comes in with an American flag tie. And remember the little flags he would walk around with?
Sure.
Why, though?
Just
Why?
to trick you.
Yes, but see, that's the thing. It's like if you start to use a crucifix as a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, be like, hey, look, Jesus.
He would do
Look
that.
at how he was dressed when he came in.
Living in America.
He had so much flair. Look how much flair.
Yes.
Don King had huge buttons. What does that big button say on his right chest? Can you make it out? Maybe.
Jesus.
Boy. Yeah.
It's just a pouch that he was keeping Tyson's balls in.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
charismatic guy.
He's a character.
Absolutely.
Though. I don't know how anyone falls for his hijinks anymore.
Yeah, but still,
Well,
talking
they don't
to
have
him,
to.
though,
He's
yeah.
got everything he needs.
Yeah.
Is he even working these days?
Oh, I'm sure he is. Yeah.
I know
He was when we interviewed him. He had something.
his
going on,
office down in Florida had the biggest American flag that you've ever seen flying out front.
Oh, really?
Like, it was the size of a football field. So bad as like the neighbors would bitch that the light wasn't getting to their homes.
It's blocking the sun.
It just hides behind it.
Oh,
Yes.
that's why he would fly you guys out, because you were Florida guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Where
there
in
he is.
Florida was he?
So a
This
radio
was,
guy can be bought.
Hollywood or something, somewhere right above Miami.
Is he still there?
I don't know. You know, he seemed like he was old then. It was a long time ago.
Ronnie, recently I was trying to tell someone the U2 story with you guys.
Oh.
The trip to, was it?
The trip to Ireland.
To Ireland. It was, the big radio promotion that we've all done a million times and listeners have heard, win a trip to go see U2 in Ireland. And how did that go down with you guys?
It literally
again?
went like this, and this is honest to God truth. And the winner is my Coke dealer. And no kidding, it was pretty much like that was the first night I was in radio.
Yeah.
We were in this fucking titty
shit.
bar. Guy comes over, and we get like a fucking quarter ounce from him for the tickets for the trip to Ireland. And
no
we're
one
like,
checked that shit.
Yeah, nobody fucking checked.
How can they check it? How could they have? Is there a way to do it?
Not back then.
Back then it was literally wide open because the person that you got the tickets from also brought coke in. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no one cared.
there was no, like, you were playing records because this is a great party. You're giving stuff out because this is a great party.
As long as the Coke was fucking being poured out, no one cared.
You know what
I was
changed
always-
everything was the big corporations. Once
Right.
Clinton signed that fucking bill.
The LMA.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden now
started
you have
merging
Clear
shit.
Channel and
Right.
CBS could grow. But when it was just everybody on their own,
What was the LMA?
It was like the first kind of merger thing.
well, before that, I think you could only own
Two,
one,
yeah.
or
One of
you-
each.
one AM, one FM.
In a market.
So you basically had a lot of guys who owned radio stations that were fucking pirates instead of,
Yep.
the
companies.
And then
I
they
remember
just
when
started, keeping better books when
I remember when they
all
did
started
that.
merging.
Right.
I remember when they did that. Their selling point was, look, they're gonna have to be approved. We're not gonna allow this to
Right.
run fucking
God.
rampant and do that. And meanwhile, I don't think one merger was ever denied.
Right.
They put on the dog and pony show. They'd go before Congress and have to plead their case as to why they want fucking 15 FM stations, TV stations.
And that's when radios started getting ruined.
Yeah.
Because every fucking company had a different way of doing things.
Well, yeah, because you used to program radio from each market instead of now. I'm sure there's still coke moving around, but it's just going to one guy.
One guy,
You know what I mean?
and yeah.
I mean, really, somebody's deciding now. Lady Gaga is a star,
Right.
and Miley is a star.
Yeah.
And I used to have to knock that out market by
you
market.
got just jerk off one fucking guy out
Right.
there, and your artist is going to be the big hit.
So what do you think that he gets bought off with? You
Right.
know, it's something gigantic.
Sure, something that's kind of on the up and up.
But then again,
technically.
Jack FM. Who? That's amazing.
Oh, that was a good
remember
one.
that?
That's good
was
stuff.
good.
I never-
That's smart.
I was never.
It's like an iPod. It's really like a really cool iPod.
Great, right? Instead of, just getting an iPod.
That's good stuff.
It's like someone else's iPod, really.
Yeah.
It's 80 songs, but you don't know what order you're going to hear them in.
Right. It's on shuffle.
So exciting.
I was
great.
never brave to give away the big trip. It was always just concert tickets to the local fucking arenas and shit. I guess maybe my coke habit wasn't as bad as yours.
You know,
but all my friends got to see the Allman Brothers and Yes and whoever else came through for free.
But you worried?
A little bit, yeah.
Concerned?
A little bit.
I never had any concerns.
Because they
I had
also,
no concerns.
Were you doing drugs more than you should have?
a little more than they claim is healthy. But I wasn't the only one. So
Yeah.
you always have that to fall on.
And then the companies started buying it. So now the Betty Crocker would own a radio station, and you'd have to protect them by not having the cokehead running the fucking show. And
Or just being cooler with it and not, fucking sad. I don't think anything's changed. I just think a lot of people got cut out.
I was lame. I would take the records to the local record stores, even though they were stamped property of.
Right.
At the time, it was WCMF. I fucking would take all the extra shit.
Remember Oedipus move?
Remember, well, it was the CDs that were specially made for radio stations. So those were really, those were pretty rare out there for record collectors. They loved those things. And I know of a music director that, weekly went to a certain record joint to give up what he had and get some nice pocket money.
That was
weekly.
actually kind of in an odd way, without being said, was considered part of your salary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you would say, the overnight guy, you're not going to get paid much, but you're going to get blown all the time. You know what I mean?
It's a perk.
No, I'm not saying they're great-looking girls. I mean, they're the kind of girls that can't sleep at 3 o'clock. But no one, you know what I mean, and thinks you're in show business.
You just knew you just knew that was part of your.
Yeah, that would be part of it.
So
you know?
right. You're so right.
What a business.
It was really, seriously, it was like the last great business for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, a license to print money. Remember that saying? A license to print money. God, they were making fucking a shitload.
Well, there was a thing. I mean, this business has always been corrupt. And I saw this thing that back in like the early 60s, the Brill buildings, the girl groups and all that, if you went to a jukebox anywhere in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, whatever, any money you put into that went directly to the mafia. There was they had the records, they played them, and no one else got any fucking money. It just went directly. A bunch of nickels were just sent into those guys. So right from day one, rock and roll has been incredibly corrupt.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Right from the early things like Tommy James and the Shondells, those guys didn't get any money. They went directly to the guys. Never. None of those guys.
Yeah, the artists themselves were the last ones that ever saw money.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to do something where you would get a bag of fucking money. To this day, Chuck Berry only shows up if you give him a gym bag full of money. No fucking check. I saw him one time, like years ago, and he showed up. They had to have a band fucking playing of local guys. Chuck Berry comes in. He fucking walked out and fucking plugged in on stage with these local guys, starts playing, unplugs, put it back into the case himself, and walked out into his car.
You saw this.
This still happens today with him.
Right.
He is not going to get fucked over by any big tour, nothing like that. Give him cash, he'll plug it, but he carries his own fucking guitar on.
He's like a hitman.
Do you think he hasn't been paid in the past?
Yeah, there might be that problem over the years.
Oh, boy.
Music artists with royalties and publishing, they got fucked more than anybody is musicians.
Dick Clark's name was showing up as a co-writer on fucking records. Before he would play the song, he had to be part of the deal. He had to have a production.
So he was kind of a scumbag about it.
Yeah.
What balls?
Oh, yeah. Dick Clark made a boatload of money off
that
of,
really true?
people.
Mm-hmm.
Publishing.
All the shit that Alan Freed went down for, Dick Clark was doing the same shit from word go. All those guys were in it.
When did Alan Freed actually go?
It was like, what, mid-60s, I guess, by the time they got to him?
It was 50 years ago today.
50 years ago this very day.
It's on the back page of the paper.
It was November 23rd of...
Yeah.
The old payola.
This is really a weird thing because...
Hold on. What was the Freed thing? What did they bust him for again?
The same kind of
but
thing.
Payola, but what was the actual...
But because of he's double dipping, that he would be paid when the record plays, paid at the gig, paid on the radio to play the record. Then he's booking shows, and the same shows he's part of the production arm of, you know?
And they finally said enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was greedy.
Yeah,
no one is going to let little Anthony fucking get any money. He's running around singing all his ass off.
They realized there was power in the fact that you could spin a record, put it in heavy rotation, and make a hit. And once you had a hit song, people wanted to see the band. They became popular. And if you invested in that band and their tours and their records, and you were going to be rich. You could make your own money machine and then, attach yourself to it.
No, weirdly, now today we call that Live Nation. You know what I mean?
Right. That's now Live Nation.
They're involved in it, but they also cut the government in,
Right. Yeah.
But back then it was just regular guys hustling.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, kids, this is a great record for you. Stop it out at the hop, and they're just getting paid at each spot. But this is another weird thing about Kennedy dying. It's that day that he died. Almost that day, they're booking the Beatles to come to New York City. So literally everything is changing, and everything that was around and cool when Kennedy was alive was gone 5 minutes later.
All of a sudden, not cool anymore.
And within a couple years, it was like the birth of oldies radio, because those people who probably would have been in their 20s were out of step by the time they were 28, 29 years old.
So they needed their own fucking, I don't like this new stuff.
Yeah, there was kind of Mad Men guy. They suddenly turned around and people had long hair and beards and were smoking pot, and no one got it.
I've asked my dad about the Beatles. He was, relatively young when they came to America, and he was right on the fucking border. He was a Frank Sinatra guy. But people that were a year younger than him were Beatles people.
Yeah.
It was that drastic. He never went from Sinatra to the Beatles.
And a lot of those guys were the same age as the Beatles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Beatles played to people that were like a little bit younger to them.
Right.
But the guys that were actually the same age as the Beatles, they weren't into that shit at all.
Yeah, my
and they
dad was
never were hip again.
He was only
for the rest of their life.
Right.
He was only a few years older than the Beatles, but he was all about Sinatra and fucking Perry Como and all that crap.
That's a great point about Kennedy. I wonder if people just wanted to shut the gate.
Just
It
change
was
everything.
everything was so sad. You wanted to be reminded of nothing. It was just like, fuck this, close the door and move on.
And it's like, it was almost like one of those things where a tragedy happens to a person and they just stop enjoying themselves. It was almost like an entire generation of the country, because this was the young president. This is the young president that we elected. This is our time. And the second he died, they all felt really old. And they all felt, and their kids just started screaming at them, that you fucking loser.
Wow.
They're like, what?
Well, we got Jimmy James from Brooklyn. He's saying that his old man worked for JFK.
What?
JJ.
Hey, boys, what's up? How are you? This is a great show. Ronnie, you with the boys in the morning, it's a breath of fresh air. I love it. You feel like $1 million.
He's saying that he's not a fan of yours.
Oh, boy.
What? Who that? What?
Right.
Just kidding,
Okay.
dude.
Anyway, so my old man worked for him many years ago when he was a crooked politician in Massachusetts. But back in the day, Kennedy used to whore out his girls on every other week. He used to go down to the Cape and have like a lineup of chicks that my old man would have to bring in from Brooklyn, and they'd stay the whole weekend with him, and he'd have his choice of which one. It was unbelievable.
Why? Because Kennedy couldn't get his own chicks?
No, these were dirty, filthy chicks from New York that he loved.
I don't think he could go out and get his own chicks, no.
No?
I mean,
Well,
even
when
though...
He would stand outside the Carlisle
Before he
with his
was
cock out.
president.
Was behind touching.
Yeah, but even when he was a senator, everyone knew him. I mean, he's got to have that. Even though the press were a lot cooler back then, I would assume he had to have people set that shit up for him.
And he played cards with a lot of guys that started sort of Little Italy in Massachusetts, like Tony's Pier 1. Those guys were buddies with him, and it was always they'd meet at a very...
This guy's pop told him some stories.
Right. Well, is your pop in the mafia there?
I'm not going to say.
I know.
Every fucking guinea from Boston, or they're all hey, your numbers runner. They all had some connection to the fucking mob.
You know that guy?
Yeah.
That guy.
Well, thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes.
I did get to meet his brain tissue also after the fact. It was a very interesting conversation. Brain tissue? No.
I didn't hear what you said, dude. Your phone's crapping out.
What did you say? JJ, what did you say?
Brain tissue.
What's that? Your phone stinks, dude.
You hung up.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Kennedy could fuck so many chicks because he never fucked for more than 28 seconds at a time. That was his record.
28 seconds.
You ever hear that they all say that? It's like he was in and out. Like, thanks. What? That was it?
Yeah. He grabbed up that Mimi Beardsley chick. That
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was an intern?
She was a 17-year-old intern.
Oh man.
And fucking, Jack was chatting with her at the pool, and then eventually 2 weeks later, he's fucking taking her virginity with his fucking sweaty shirt and his back brace, just plowing her when fucking Jackie's away.
Yeah.
And then he had her suck Dave Powers' cock in the pool. Jack Kennedy
Blow that
ruled.
picture up so we could see a little bit.
She was pretty, man.
Let's see. That's
was
Mimi
all right.
Beardsley.
Yeah.
Yeah, she. That's his type.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She
Okay.
was cute.
She
The
looks like.
eyebrows are a little bushy.
Well,
I
you
think
know.
So did Jackie, though. She was like Greek.
She does look a little like Jackie.
All right.
I think this looks like John.
Little John in there, yeah.
In the summer in Hyannisport.
Yes, it's funny.
Little
Let his
short
hair
suit,
grow out a little bit.
tiny short suit, and he's saluting.
He was fucking Leif Garrett. She was dating him when he died. I mean, that was, for a year and a half they had an affair.
Dating?
Yeah, I mean, like
Dating
literally
the married president of the United
He was
States.
fucking her for a long time, man.
Yeah?
Jack was putting it to her.
She looks like she's in 9th grade.
Yeah, that
Looks
really
really
is
young.
a young-looking picture.
Just
Yeah.
took her upstairs. I think he just started kissing her, sat her down, pulled his cock out, began taking her clothes off.
What are we gonna do with this?
Yeah, if he wasn't intimidated by Khrushchev, he wasn't gonna let this little fucking nothing.
50 years ago today,
Yeah.
President railed her.
You will suck my dick by the end of the decade and do those other things.
Yeah.
Not because my dick is soft, but because it is hard.
Yes. And he would talk dirty. He was a cuckold. Tell me what you'd do if they could drink out of the same fountain. I'd sit at the counter and have lunch with them.
Funniest thing ever.
Oh, shit.
We got brand new, I don't know if people care, but we got a brand new U2 song.
What?
Are you a U2 fan?
Oh, they're the best. Are you kidding me? Fucking great.
What is
What
this
are they-
song
what are they-
called? We can listen for like a few seconds.
What do they want? Peace or something? They want peace on the planet Earth?
Is that it?
Oh,
They
they're
want to
trying.
feed people. Was that this week?
Well, this to stop the diamond mines or something?
Yeah, something. Blood diamonds.
Pretty close.
Oh, yeah?
New song from upcoming Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom
Oh,
film.
Mandela.
Good.
The Long Walk to Freedom.
Good.
Was it?
A little taste of U2. I don't know what the fuck this song's called.
Oh, I bet the guitar goes ding ding
Ordinary
ding ding
Love.
ding
Oh,
ding
that's
ding
great,
ding
that's
ding
great.
ding. I bet the guitar does some of that. Oh, very. Is this Papa Don't Preach or the prayer?
I hope so.
Life is a mystery. Right?
How do you know that?
Oh, you've got quite the ear for music.
I think it is. It sounds like it.
The sea wants to kiss the golden shore.
Very big to put the words of your song in songs now on videos.
What do you mean the sea wants to kiss the golden shore?
It's it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for what's.
How dare you, Opie, try.
It's a metaphor.
Because it's touching. It's touching the shore. It could easily
It's kissing, like kissing.
Oh, okay.
Is,
Gotcha.
It could be the sea wants to scoot the shore as well. If you ever seen a dog rub its itchy asshole on a rug? It's the same thing as kissing the shore.
Oh, okay.
By the sea, he actually means cunt. He can't say it because he's on terrestrial.
We all thought it was
So, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes
cunts
sense.
have to go.
Other sea.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
You gotta, think.
Okay, sorry.
The sea wants to kiss the golden shore. The sunlight warms your skin.
Yeah.
All right.
All the beauty that's been lost before wants to find us again. I can't fight you anymore. It's you I'm fighting for. The sea throws rocks together, but time leaves us polished stones.
What?
We can't fall any further if
It's a cool video.
we can't feel ordinary love, and we cannot reach any higher if we can't deal with ordinary love.
Here we go. Kicking the fuck in now.
Better kick in.
This is the edge.
Oh, yeah.
There's Mandela.
Oh, yeah. Ah, here we go.
Birds fly high in the summer sky and rest on the breeze. The same wind will take care of you and I. We'll build our house in the trees.
guess he figured that MLK song did so well.
Yeah.
That he'd do a Mandela one. You ever hear his shit on Harriet Tubman? What's it good? It's a good song. He does a great Harriet Tubman song.
The Underground RR. Is one of my
And
favorites.
his tribute to Frederick Douglass and Earl Douglas. His,
The Douglas
brilliant,
brothers.
too. The Douglases. Earl all upset about the 5 points.
Oh, God. He's choked up.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's not bad. It's
great.
It'll do well.
It's fucking great.
The video's not bad. It's kind of, but everyone is putting their lyrics in the fucking thing now. So you're right.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear the Kanye song where he buffed out his wife's nipples?
Yeah. I was listening to the Ron Fez show yesterday.
Wait, what happened?
It's
I
the
heard
greatest fucking song. I honestly, God, I thought that we had left 3 windows open because it's on the computer. It sounded like 3 different fucking songs.
It absolutely did.
It was so great.
What is this called again?
Bound to.
Bound to. Sam's a big Kanye fan.
Well, the whole world is right now.
He's such a hateable guy, too.
What a pompous fucking video is this? Like stallions running through the water in slow motion.
White stallions.
Insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Something's about to happen. Of course.
All the mother niggas lame and you know it now.
Shit, what happened?
He's driving his motorcycle in a t-shirt through the mountains.
Jesus. Is that really her body?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
She's fantastic.
No, they fucking fixed that body up in post, right?
That's what.
No, it's her. It's her.
It's a shadow. Then you can shave that shit down.
This is 3 songs.
You're right, yeah.
This is terrible.
But still look thirsty. Rock forever 21, but just turned 30. I know I got a bad reputation. Walk around always mad reputation. Leave a pretty girl sad reputation.
I'm a big fucking baby reputation.
Bad reputation.
Yeah. I turn the plane around, your ass keep complaining. How you gonna be mad on
It's his plane.
vacation?
He'll turn that around.
Got to run around all these Jamaicans. This that
I hope it's because I'm.
This that what we do.
I hope it's not because I'm too old, but I don't get this shit.
And then
It's
they
not
got
a good beat.
I don't get it.
I heard a rap being played along with the one of the songs from Little Shop of Horrors, I think.
Yeah.
Was playing in the background. And then some kind of beat from like just a rhythm and blues song.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Listen, we got Bobby Lee outside the studio.
Crazy.
So why don't we take a break and get Bobby Lee into the
She
discussion?
looks like a 70s cop.
He looks like Mako from MASH.
Makeup.
Bobby Lee. So we'll break. We'll get Bobby in. Ron Bennington is here as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, stay there.
Oh.
The Openy Anthony Show on Sirius XM. Now back to our show. The Openy Anthony Show. Now back to our show. Continues. Now back to our show. Now back to our show. The Openy Anthony Show. Continues.
Ron Bennington in studio.
Is it reasonable?
Oh, yeah, White Album. 45 years ago today released.
That's 5 years after Kennedy got shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Same day, huh?
I'm working the numbers in my head.
Got to crunch those numbers.
And I think, yeah.
We got Bobby Lee outside the studio.
Yeah? What's
He's
he
playing
doing?
Gotham Comedy Club this weekend.
He's ready to rock it.
And he made the mistake of telling me he gets really nervous to do our radio show.
Why?
Bobby!
Here he
Hi,
is.
Bobby. What's up, Bobby Lee?
Bobby, take a seat right there.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Hey.
Yeah. Take a seat.
Fucking Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
It's been
Oh,
too
you're
long,
fine.
sir.
It's been so long.
It has been a while.
I missed you guys so much. Thank you for having me on.
That is one high chair you're in.
Thank you so much. I feel like Kim Jong-un.
Why you got flip-flops?
Well, because
It's
I'm
cold
doing
today in
radio.
New York.
I know. Yeah, I'm from the islands.
Oh.
I'm Hawaiian. Did you know that?
So you're more susceptible to being cold then?
Yeah. No, but my left foot has foot. I don't know if I should say it.
Yeah, you should.
What, I don't know why, but my
Get
left.
gout?
No, I don't know what that is. But my left foot is really itchy.
You got athlete's foot.
I don't know what it is, but I buy all the Tinect and all that
okay.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I
Tough
put it on
actor.
there, and nothing will help it.
Is there flaking or no?
Yeah, and I peel it too at
Oh,
night.
you have athlete's foot.
Let me see it.
This is
I can't.
Ronnie's,
Don't do that. Don't do
Ronnie's
that.
just looking at me like that.
I don't want to do that.
Ronnie wants flip flops on.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, because I've had foot
Because it's on the
issues.
bottom. I don't
Yeah,
want to. No, I don't want to lift my bottom
Oh
to show
my
you.
God.
Why?
Maybe later.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Can we do it like in 10 minutes?
But some of those sprays don't work. You got to find the one that works for you.
Yeah.
'Cause I've had the same problem with athlete's foot.
Oh, you did?
And for me, it's Desinex that works.
Desinex? I'll go buy it today then.
This is island rot, though. You're not going to be able to get out there. That's the deal. The humidity, it all plays into it. It's bad. It's bad.
You see it, huh?
Yeah. It's bad.
It gets really just itchy. I hate it. And I've had it for like a decade. And I'm too ashamed to go to the foot
Well,
doctor.
Bobby, next time I see you putting skeeter shit on your feet.
Hey, why don't you go to the doctor? Why are you ashamed?
Because my right foot's all healthy and stuff.
So what? I'd find an explanation. He'd have to.
No, I can't do it.
You're scared they're going to amputate it or something,
Well,
right?
yeah, what if that happens? Like, you know?
Well,
You
they
probably
would've
like
done
itching it too. It feels good to itch things.
But right now, they can amputate the foot. You wait too long, then they're going to amputate you right up to your fucking hip
Leslie
bone.
West.
That's
You
right.
can't-
Leslie West.
See, Ronnie, tell him, man.
You can really get it amputated if you have foot
Yeah,
fungus?
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for anything.
I'll go then.
You should.
It's not under the nail, is it?
Some of it, maybe.
Yeah, if
is.
it's under the nail, it might even be too
Then
late.
it's too late.
You got to keep that away from the nail.
I should have wore shoes today.
Yeah.
I regret, you know.
Do they even? Is there a reason that we have fingernails and toenails? Is
I
there a
don't.
reason that part of your finger or
Yeah,
toe
you have
is
to-
that sensitive though?
Yeah,
I mean,
because
why?
Because you have to crack open coconuts. That's what like monkeys do. Right? With their- you know what I mean?
That's
We used
That is.
They used to use it. Now we don't
Yeah.
use it as much. You
Also,
know?
a little bit of a weapon.
How do you
Yeah,
crack?
you scratch people's
Absolutely,
eyes and stuff.
yeah.
How the fuck do you crack open a coconut with just your nails?
Protection
I
device.
don't know. I don't know how monkeys do it, but sometimes they'll go on a tree and they'll drop it on a rock because that's
Yeah,
how smart they are.
Those smart
and then
monkeys.
they'll scratch it with their fingernails.
Their
So you
fingernail.
can dig in your asshole when you're fucking.
Just so you can
they
itch
also,
shit.
yeah, they also sit there and drink each other's piss. So how smart could they
Well, that's
possibly
probably what it
be?
was.
Oh, Jimmy.
We probably have nails from the beginning of time, so we could just itch shit.
I
That's
think
it.
it's to itch.
There's no over-the-top
As a
explanation
weapon.
needed.
A weapon, maybe.
Yeah.
Claws.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't
And then
know.
it turns out to be like, then it's like the appendix, just useless, but it's still there.
Fucking Ron.
In the future, we'll all have shiny bald heads and no
E-Rock
nails.
is working with TMZ now.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
like paparazzi.
You just came in. Yes.
He's all about the TMZ.
That's it.
E-Rock, who's giving the guy out front, Adam? Who's giving him like the thing of everybody that's
Oh,
coming
the
in?
info. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
the
knows.
info.
How does he know?
We know
He
one of the TMZ
knows-
guys for the people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam's a good guy.
He is, but now everybody is piggybacking on him.
Yep.
So the other paparazzi follow him around.
Yeah, because they know where he is. That's where the celebs are
He's got
gonna
an
be.
inside connection to this place.
Yeah, the booking department is trying to figure out who's feeding him the info.
It's probably them because someone's feeding him the info, and this way it gets people talking about the building.
It would
when
be
there's pictures
smart.
taken.
It would be
But
smart
they
to feed
should,
him the info.
TMZ should say outside of Sirius XM, and they
Yeah,
never
yeah.
do.
Well, they never
You ever
do.
have TMZ stop you there, Bobby?
No, they do, and they make fun of me all the time.
What do you mean?
One time I was at Barney's in West Hollywood, and I was sitting on the curb smoking a cigarette, and they said that Bobby Lee's in the gutter again. And you know what? Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yeah.
I did cry.
Yeah,
Because let me tell you something.
Bobby Lee's in the gutter again.
Yeah, and it hurts your feelings because you know I'm not on fire right now.
Oh, what do you mean you're not on fire?
My career's not on fire. If my
you're
career
not-
was on fire, then I can handle it.
You're not feeling
Don't
that?
say what do you mean. He was on a sitcom that's no longer on TV.
Yeah, 3 episodes they canceled.
What was that?
The
It was called
veterinarian.
Animal Practices.
Yeah.
When was this?
Oh, I remember
Last year,
that
remember
one.
the little monkey that was in
Good,
it?
yeah.
I honestly
Yeah.
must have came and went. I mean,
was
I
like-
didn't.
It was like scrubs for animals.
Yeah. And then there was a little monkey, and the monkey got paid $14,000 a week.
14,000 a week.
Yeah, the monkey.
Righteous.
More than you?
Yeah, more than me. And then one day we were doing like some promos, and I turned around and the monkey was rubbing his little monkey vagina. He was going, I swear to God, it was going like that, and looking in my little eyes.
Monkeys love jacking off.
How's the
It's
clit?
amazing.
How's the clit on a monkey?
The monkey clit is it's small. It's like a rice, like rice.
Like, right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
like
smaller.
my penis, like my penis.
Racist.
So wait, you were on what channel were you on?
NBC.
Okay, and why? I mean, that was Paul Reiser made 2 episodes. They don't give shows a chance anymore.
No, it was brutal.
Was it a
3
bad show, though?
episodes.
It was bad, yeah.
Oh,
But you know what? Other shows stayed on, like Whitney. I mean, they're my
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
Whitney's a friend. Dalia, they're very talented.
I understand
But
you're
it's
bashing
like
them.
it's not like they were like killing it.
Here's what probably happened with Whitney, though. They NBC pumped so much into promotion. Like, they had such a campaign for Whitney's show that it was almost probably financially, whoever greenlit the promotion would have been executed.
And
if they
your
canceled.
show we never heard about.
Yes,
they
they-
should have
you know-
promoted.
No, what happened
promoted
was
more.
the monkey fucked it up because
the
remember
monkey.
the Olympics?
Yeah.
Right, and that black gymnast?
Yes.
The girl, right?
Yes.
So at one point, she like was doing it, you know what I mean, like live, whatever, and then they cut to the monkey doing gymnastics,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I remember
It was a
that.
big
Got
controversy.
mad. I remember that,
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, and
Who
then
cut
here-
to that? Was this an ad?
Yeah, it was an ad for our show,
Just
and there
a
was a monkey doing
coincidence.
like thing. It
Oh,
was just a
that's
coincidence.
right.
Of course it was a
Big thing.
coincidence. Of course it was.
And then number two, what happened was
Yeah, Gabby.
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 Hayes.
Gabby Hayes. It was Gabby Hayes.
We already forgot her name.
She's a
Gabby
Remember?
Douglas.
Gabby Douglas. Very good.
Earl Douglas is a
Yeah.
sister.
God,
And then
Earl
the second
Douglas.
thing that happened was that they played the pilot during the closing ceremonies at the Olympics, and they cut off the Who. So basically, the Who is like plugging in, and then watch
man.
this 30-minute piece of shit.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And then the next
that
day,
pissed off the Who fans.
we were like the
You need the
most
Who
hated
fans
show.
to have a hit show on TV.
They cut off the Who?
Yeah.
How fucking dumb is NBC?
Pretty
How
dumb.
how dumb are you to cut off a band like that for?
No, they're great. NBC's
Are you
great.
saying the Olympics or the Super Bowl?
It was the
Olympics.
end of the
NBC's great,
Olympics.
guys.
But everybody has
dumb.
already seen Barbara O'Reilly now, what, fucking 800 times.
That's true.
You know, and they're like, again, with these guys?
Yeah, yeah,
Last
yeah.
year is the end of the Who, though. They're going to do their last tour.
They just want to
Oh,
hear
good.
if he's
Last
still
tour.
going to scream.
I saw their last
they're all
tour in
wasted.
'88.
Yeah, the farewell tour of '88.
I did see
Yeah.
that one.
Wait, did
Yeah.
they really stop the Who in mid-song, or did they just what did they do?
They
just pulled
I don't
away.
think. I think the Who was on stage, and then they just go.
What
then they go to
song
animal
though? It
practice.
depends on what song they cut
Yeah.
off.
I think they didn't show any music. I think they were about to open with like Teenage Wasteland or whatever, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Monkey time.
Was NBC supposed to show that or no?
I think that the closing ceremonies was like taking too long. You know what I mean? Because I don't think it was timed out right. So then they put our show on.
What executive jerk off says let's do that instead of just kind of going with it?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Behind Blue Eyes, maybe?
Oh, that's a good one.
Maybe it was Behind Blue
Orchestra
Eyes.
song.
It is
They
the
would do that
Orchestra
live.
song. That song talked to me.
bad man.
But then a string of bad things happened. Like, then that got canceled, and then this girl left me, and then my dad got sick.
Wait, what happened to the girl first?
Yeah.
What? She just left. She.
How long were you together?
We were
Up
never
to
together.
episode 2.
What? Oh, she just left.
Yeah, she didn't want to be with a loser.
Might be tight end.
Oh, shit.
Why'd she leave? She never
She
gave
never.
an explanation.
No, it never. We never. I had a crush on her. We never did it.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But to me, I had.
So you were
feelings.
stalking her basically, and she
Yeah.
moved.
It was called unrequited love.
That's rough.
The
Unrequited love.
saddest of all
Yeah.
love.
Then my daddy got a stroke, but he's fine, guys.
Oh,
What happened
God.
to his throat?
No, she had a stroke. Stroke.
Oh,
Stroke. I thought you said throat.
oh, man.
It's an okay
But
stroke, though?
now everything's on the up and up.
Oh, that's good.
Good for
See?
you,
Because of
Bobby.
Tinder.
You're on the big
Tinder.
climb. You're,
Except
you're
for the
playing
rotting
it.
foot. Except for the rotting
you
foot.
got
Island Rod.
I have island
Yeah.
rot.
You got the island.
Island rot. Da, da, da. You got you're at Gotham.
What?
You're at Gotham
Yeah,
Comedy
yeah,
Club.
yeah, yeah.
See, that's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Go on stage, one shoe, one clear plastic bag, rubber banded around the left one. Bobby,
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I did the Gotham live thing yesterday, so I shut the show, and then
Did you host it?
yeah, I did.
it was good, right?
Yeah, it was fun, and then I have a new girl, guys. Can I tell you about her?
Please.
Yeah, please, Bobby.
Okay, I met her on Tinder, and she's half Filipino. And then I took her on some dates. She lives in Long Beach. I shouldn't say that.
You really met her online.
What's Tinder?
Tinder is it's a dating app for your iPhone or Galaxy.
yeah,
and
yeah.
it saved my life.
Isn't it like
How
you
does the
just
app
kind of
work?
walk around and it'll show
hooks
you
up
what,
to your Facebook,
Yeah.
and then you just put 5 photos on there, and then just these photos come up, these profiles, and you just say yes or no.
Got
your
him,
real
got
name
him,
come
meet
up or
him,
no?
got
Yeah,
him,
my
meet
real
him.
name. Yeah.
See, I don't like that. I don't want my name popping up.
Why?
Why?
So they can say no.
Yeah, but you don't know that they say no. See, in my
when I get no responses, I'll go, yeah. They couldn't all have missed it.
You could figure out that. I said no.
So then we were making out the third night we went out,
Oh.
and she goes, I'm violent. She goes, I'm violent. I go,
Wow.
what does that mean? And she goes, and she didn't say anything. And then we made out some more, and she goes, I hate you, and she punched me in the face.
She really punched you
I
in the
swear to God,
face.
as hard as she could.
Wow, that's crazy.
So then my hand was in the back of her head.
Yeah.
And I made a fist, and I didn't know what to do, so I gave her a noogie.
Oh, you just kind of went.
Yeah, I went,
on the back of her
You know, the
head.
old Mr. Miyagi, you pinched her nose.
Yeah.
And then the fourth night, she spit in my mouth.
That's kind of hot.
I like that a lot.
that's a
That never
sexy
happened
thing.
before.
Yeah, I don't like
And
that.
but then I tried to do it doggy style, and I'm not good
What?
Why? What's wrong, Bobby?
because I realized that girls are much taller than me.
Oh, you little fella.
So when I'm on the bed, I don't know how to position you. So I have to do like
Get up there.
No, I do the sumo, like the sumo where you bend,
Right.
bend like
You just-
that.
you just
and my
squat
thighs burn.
your legs
they burn
a little
real
bit.
bad, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't get an angle because my can I say penis?
Yeah,
my penis
sure.
is not long, but it's kind of thick, I guess. You know what I mean? But I couldn't. Yeah.
Chode.
Yeah, and I couldn't get an angle.
Right.
It was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Bobby, here's what you need to do.
Tell me,
You go
Elvira.
to a fucking shoe store and get one of those things that the guys sit on when they try on ladies' shoes. And you'll be able to, I'm serious. You'll be able to back her up right into that.
That's
It's fucking
beautiful.
perfect.
That is the
Yeah,
perfect.
they sell those in sex shops now.
Yeah. Wow. You know, you that's quite the quandary. If you're standing, you're too tall. If you're kneeling, you're just underneath.
Yeah.
There's a weird dynamic that has to go on there.
I want all ladies to just lay on their stomach.
Yeah.
And
I
just do
love
it
that.
prison style. You know what I mean?
Prison style,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Where I get real angry and I have to choke them too. You know?
You straddle their ass from the back with their legs together. It's like fucking. She should have a toe tag the way I fuck girls. I love that on their
I'm
stomach.
sure they'd prefer it.
But I have real feelings for this girls, guys.
Okay.
But the violence is
It
awful.
sounds like how you're talking about her.
Why was violent? Is she crazy or she was molested or what?
No. She says I only am with you, and then I don't even know why she would be with me.
A friend of yours?
But
You?
then I realized that wherever I go in the world,
Yeah.
violence follows.
Oh man.
Every country I've ever been there, I've been mugged or beat up.
Really?
Korea.
Do you look
mugged,
like a
beat
mark?
Up, beat up. South Africa, mugged, beat up. Attacked in Germany.
Why were you attacked in Germany?
I just walk down the street and people just want to attack me. I swear to God.
Are they all people who were at the show the night before?
Yeah, at a certain point, Bobby, you got to start taking some responsibility.
Yeah.
You are doing something.
I'm not doing anything. In South Africa, I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
It's 2 in the afternoon, and I'm at a nice hotel. I walk out. You know who Ian Bagg is? He's a stand-up.
Yes, he's from Canada.
Yes, from Canada. So Ian Bagg is across the street at this convenience store, and I was going to meet him there, so we're going to go get some coffee. All of a sudden, I'm on the ground.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Knockout King?
Yeah, Knockout King. And they're kicking me on the
Game.
sides. These 2 black guys, right?
Oh.
And they steal everything from my pocket.
Were they African American Africans?
Yeah, they're African American.
African Africans.
They're like Detroit
Africans.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and then they ran off, and then there's nothing you can do.
No.
Yeah. Korea, I had to watch, and these 2
Did
guys.
you have a bring back apartheid shirt on? Maybe that was. That might have.
But I think I just have like a victim vibe.
Well, you're also
You
you have what they want. You wear a nice watch in a certain area, whatever they're going to take.
Oh, that's what it is.
What
yeah.
about the watch in Korea? Go ahead.
Oh no! So then these 2 street guys.
Black guys.
What?
Black guys in
Yeah,
Korea.
black guys. Yeah.
Black
2
Koreans.
black Koreans.
Koreans,
You know what I mean?
wow.
They're,
That's gotta
and
be
they
fucked
they
up.
they put me against a wall,
Yeah.
and they took my watch, and then they just ran away.
You and those watches. You ought to. You know, I saw a movie once. A guy hit a watch in a really good spot.
Oh, in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shove it up his ass.
No.
What an
I don't do
uncomfortable piece. He goes, I don't do that. No,
I don't want to do
it's
that.
not.
You know.
Wow,
And then
you just look like a victim.
And in Tijuana, the last one was I had a machete, literally a machete to my neck.
Why?
I can't tell you why, but I had a machete to my neck. It
all
was
right,
when I was
you were-
using.
You were
but
buying.
It was when I was using.
Buying a
but,
little
no, it has nothing to do with drugs
recreation.
either, but
You were trying to get some pussy?
Well,
I
you
can't get into it. But
just say you were purchasing some fun.
You're not going back to Tijuana.
No, never
obviously,
again,
so
never
it's-
again.
You were fucking not someone underage, I hope.
No. I don't do that. stuff. I don't
So
do that
yeah,
stuff.
so what could he be so
Animals?
bad?
No, not animals.
You were
no.
cruising a
Okay.
gentleman and
It's a
he thought he had a
donkey
big
show.
unclipped penis and it turned out it was a machete?
Okay, I have to tell you then.
Please.
Yeah, you got it.
I
We'd
was-
prefer it.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
there's
a talk show.
I grew up by the border in San Diego. And little ethnic guys that grow up in San Diego, because it's very conservative. White girls don't like us.
They
No
go,
girls like us in
They
San
go for
Diego.
all the sailors.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Or football players or whatever, right? And so what we'd have to do is in high school, we'd have to cross the
Mayonnaise.
border and go to Adelita. Have you heard of it?
No.
Adelita is a gigantic brothel.
Oh.
Okay?
In Mexico?
In Mexico, yeah. And it's on a street called Coahuila Street, and across the street from it is a Chicago club. And in high school, senior year, we just take lunch money and just go there. You know what I mean? Because it was so cheap, you know? And we would
Oh,
sometimes do
yeah.
trifectas. It was such good times, you know? And then when I was 23,
I went down there with Johnny Ola. Showed me that place. I remember. It was fantastic. Oh, whoops.
And the way I got my machete to my neck is I went there and
This was when you were 23?
Yeah.
This is a long time ago.
I can't say it.
What happened? You can. What happened?
He's turning beet red. Take a breath.
What happened?
Okay. I went down. I was working in a restaurant, and then I went after the restaurant. We would go to Tijuana, and I went by myself one night, and there was all this military in Adelita, so there was no girls walking around. So I went in the back of Adelita, which is this alleyway called Hooker Alley, and we don't know how old they are, and they really don't know how old. So they're judging me.
No.
And I was also 23.
Sure.
So I walked down Hooker Alley, and the girl at the end of this alley looked like Natalie Portman.
Okay.
But from The Professional.
Yes, I
From The
understand.
Professional. Not from Star Wars.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like The Professional, you know what I mean? And then we went to this place called the Miami Hotel. Okay, I'm gonna just say this real quick before I even get into these two stories. Number one, I want to say people that are listening right now that God punished me for this.
Oh, okay. Good.
The machete to the neck was punishment for my deed, of this Natalie Portman girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I take her to this place called Miami Hotel. I make love to her.
Oh,
right.
boy.
The moon through the curtains shine on her face. She was crying.
Oh no.
Oh,
And she had
my
snot bubbles.
God.
She had snot bubbles, and she was crying, right?
Holy
and I felt so
shit.
bad that I
Of course you
power
should.
fucked her afterwards.
Wow.
So I can get it over with. So then that's the first part of the story. 2 weeks later, I go back. Okay. I go back to Hooker Alley to find Natalie Portman.
Oh, no.
There's no one there. Okay. So this red-headed Mexican guy goes, "Hey, you want some pussies?" I go, "What?" He goes, "I got some pussies." Right? So I follow him like 3 blocks away from where I was.
Good instincts.
Thank you so much. And these two guys, then we ran into another guy, and they put a machete to my neck, and they stole all my money, and then they wanted to chop my head off. And then these 2 other guys got involved, and I grabbed my wallet because they put my wallet in a puddle, and I started running, and then the 4 guys now ran after me, and then these black Marines I found these black Marines, and they walked me to the border.
Let me ask you, why did they put your wallet in a puddle? Why they just threw it?
No, because I'll tell you why, and this is my thing, is that...
Larry King question is that?
That's good.
Well, I mean,
Why did they put the wallet in the
It's a
puddle?
weird thing to do with the wallet.
No, because there was the first 2 guys, when I gave them the money, then after I gave them the money, then they slammed me against the wall, then they did the machete.
Oh,
right?
man.
So I thought they were going to kill me.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why they threw the thing. And then the 2 other guys were like in the other end of the alleyway. They didn't know these other 2. And I guess they wanted a piece of the money. So they started fighting. And when they fought, I grabbed the money and I ran.
It was like the fucking lions and the hyenas fighting over the zebra. The zebra gets
Exactly.
up and fucking waltzes out of there.
And I was
Trying to
23
break the
and
fight up?
No,
Fellas, please.
There's a misunderstanding here, obviously.
Yeah. And then I never went back.
Well, no shit.
All right, you can tell that story.
Yeah, what's wrong
And
with
you
this?
did.
Because of the
go
Natalie
ahead.
Portman thing.
Because he was with
How old was she?
I
an
don't know.
infant. An infant?
No, not no.
Toddler?
Infant.
Were her shoes white?
Once you cross a border.
If I were to guess, she was like 17, maybe.
Yeah, you
That's
you
cool.
keep
That's
guessing.
11.
Keep guessing.
That means 11.
Yeah.
You had fucking marks from the incubator.
Metric 17.
He's willing to go with 17.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have told that story.
Why not?
I just feel.
That's okay. You got it out there now.
I feel.
though.
No, I don't feel good though.
Yeah, but that's first step stuff. You know what I mean? You're out there now.
Absolutely. We going.
Are you sober?
I'm gonna pull a fez. I'm just. No, I'm gonna.
What is it? What is it, Ant? What
Where
is
you
it,
going?
Ant? Come on, you all right, buddy? Come on back. Oh, see, I've been through this myself.
I
This is
remember
what
you.
Fez does.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
I like you.
It's Sam.
Bobby, what a hell of a 15 minutes you just gave us.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I mean,
No, it's great. You were telling me you get really nervous on our show.
I do.
Why,
I
though?
don't-
You're like a
anything
big
I ever do-
star.
I'm not. I'm not. Thank you so much for saying that. But out of everything, because of the first time I was here,
What did we do to you?
you guys did tricks on me.
No.
Yeah, you did.
What tricks?
There was a rabbit.
That is a trick.
Yeah, there was a rabbit.
What do you mean? What do you mean there was a rabbit?
And you guys are trying to trick my mind.
What did we do with the rabbit? I don't even remember.
I don't even remember. There was a rabbit there, and then I didn't know why there was a rabbit there because when I got here, there wasn't one.
Was it a
And then
giant
you guys
rabbit?
were like,
Yeah, it's pink.
Oh, the pink bunny?
yeah, the pink bunny. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we broke that out every once in a while
Yeah,
to
yeah.
freak people out.
Yeah, and then I got a panic attack,
Yep.
and then I ran out.
Yep.
And
That's
then-
because we were
and
trying
then
to show you Stalker Patty's pussy. An
Oh
asshole.
yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And
one
then,
likes
and then
that.
the last time, what was it? Then the
Meaning
second time
hers.
something happened. The earthquake, remember?
Yeah, we made believe there's
Yeah,
an
yeah. I
earthquake.
touched the desk, and then it was vibrating, and you go, "There's an earthquake."
Yeah.
And then did I leave? I left right after that.
Yeah, you ran out
And I
that
told
time,
the
too.
guy I was with, Greg.
Yeah.
I go, I can't. They don't like me, and I can never go back.
Oh, we
there."
love you.
I know, I love you too, but then the last couple of times has been amazing.
A little better, right?
Yeah, because they're doing more tricks.
And he blew on Bobo's dick.
Oh, that's right. You
I
did do
did.
that.
Last time. Yeah, remember the guy who was here? He had his little erection.
How could you forget that? You wouldn't be. Oh, I did.
Yeah, we
Was
made
that
you. We made you blow on Bobo's dick.
I don't.
Not
why did
blow.
I
You
do
actually
that?
forgot blowing on the genitals of an autistic. How exciting is your life if that
Way
one
worse
got
than
by
your
you?
Tijuana story.
Yeah, but that's why for some reason when I was walking up here, I got really nervous and stuff.
Nah, man, we love you.
No, I love you too. I really do.
We might have taken advantage in the beginning, but it was too much fun.
Why did you do that?
It was just fun. I don't
It's
know.
not
That's
right,
a good
though.
question.
It really isn't right.
Yeah,
That is a very good question. I don't know why we did that.
because I'm a West Coast comedian, and we're not as strong as you guys. I don't think.
What do you mean?
Just in terms of spiritual build and strength on stage and stuff. There's a different energy. So but now I feel like I can handle it, But I was I was 7 years ago, 6 years
I found
ago.
a picture of us from Vegas. I think it was me, you, and Dice.
Yeah.
From, we did the 9/11 benefit. It was 2001 sometime.
Yeah.
Too.
Can you text me that photo?
Sure. If I
That'd be
yeah,
great.
I think it's on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. That's when we did that, and then Joey
You got-
Diaz was on that.
That's right.
Yeah.
You guys did a 9/11 benefit?
I believe so. Yeah, it was something about Dice had a red, white, and blue jacket. I think that was. I just
That
don't
was
remember.
yeah,
when.
it was that. Yeah.
You guys fixed everything after that. It was great.
did, yeah.
It was not, remember that? Oh, we were so
No.
No,
late.
it was for the families of
We
the
were waiting for
hijackers.
Dice.
Families of the hijackers.
Dice was the last celebrity down at Ground Zero.
Yeah.
We
The
made
very last one.
for real. We made
Yeah.
fun of the fact because they were parading down to Ground Zero. and
Like
Dice,
2 years ago, Dice got that.
Dice was in everyone's way at that point. It was like 6 months later, and they're like, "Oh God, we're just trying to fucking clean up down here,
About
please."
4:15 of the Freedom Tower.
Right.
What are you doing?
Right, get out of here. He meant well, though. He meant well.
Who was the first? Who was the first down
Oh
there?
God, who was the first? There was a first.
Some New Yorker, probably. Some.
I wanna say-
I'm gonna guess an athlete. Or,
I want to say it was someone like a De Niro or a
Oh, you know what?
Pacino.
Oh, yeah. That's
Probably
his
De Niro.
neighborhood.
Right?
That's De Niro's neighborhood.
I think they were one of the first down there. So
Well, you're not
Bobby,
wrong.
50
Yes,
years
yeah.
ago today, Kennedy
what a
assassination.
shame.
We're asking everyone their thoughts on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a conspiracy?
I think that it was an inside job. Yes, sir.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know that because that's what they say. They say it's an inside job, but because it's the angles and stuff.
Yeah. And the magic bullet?
Who knew? You know what I mean? The guy from the Watchtower guy.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
Watchtower.
There's no way that he could have done it from that angle. So who knows what's going on?
That's so true, man.
And then there's a grassy
Yeah.
knoll, and there's probably people there doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
That's the basics, sure.
Yeah, yeah. And then he died.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's just
See,
really bad.
now is that your thoughts, or are you actually quoting from a special? That sounds.
I think I saw it on a documentary.
Special needs.
Yeah. No, but isn't that the truth though? Isn't that what happened?
Yeah, that's exactly
That's
what
pretty
happened.
much
man.
it.
It's true.
What is the theory?
There's a lot of theories.
Yeah.
Oswald didn't act alone.
It was a suicide. That one hasn't caught
Suicide.
much
Right.
backing.
Not getting a lot of
He
heat,
had
that
been
one.
depressed, though. He really felt bad about Bay of Pigs.
Right.
Yeah.
It really got to him.
But how come there's no security? There was no security. I
No.
feel like if you wanted to do that to, there was no security then.
No, back then you could
It was
just
a
walk
little
right up. Now Miley Cyrus has better security
Than the president
Than the
did.
president
Oh
did.
wow.
Ronnie's right.
Wow.
You can walk right up to the car, more or less. And
If you watch
he had a
the-
few henchmen that would
If you watch the
kinda look at you,
Zapruder
but-
film, one of his Secret Service guys is taking a piss in a bush. Why the fucking car is going by? He's just pissing in a bush. That would never fucking happen.
Are you
today.
serious? That's
yeah,
real? That's real?
That's real.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
wow.
the guy-
in the film.
Wait, is
Clint
that
Hill was
real?
looking- yes.
Yeah, he's just taking a big fucking piss. You just see it. Just a fucking hot stream of piss.
And then Clint Hill, who was supposed to be guarding Jackie, was actually looking at his phone because the Sirius app wasn't working again.
Oh, it's not working again?
I don't
But
know.
he must have
okay.
been in on it then.
Yeah,
He said
you might
gotta
be
pee
right.
now.
You
right?
might be
Because
right.
right now.
Some crazy shit's about to happen.
Yeah,
Right.
the guy. That's been a big one, but that was just a piss. I mean, it was nothing to it.
Right. It's not like he was taking a shit.
Did they examine the
Then I
area to
would've
make sure
known.
he was actually peeing, though?
What?
Did they examine the area
What are
to
you
make
saying?
sure
It
he
could have
was...
like been a water balloon and he's just squaring it out there?
Maybe he was just making believe.
I mean, but the weird thing is that there was women and kids around
Right,
at the
well, that
time.
was-
He's just taking a
That was
piss.
another time.
See, you say weird. I'm like, that's the hot part of it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a different time.
Yeah, you know,
Back
adults just
then you
whipped out
could-
their penises back
Yeah,
then.
you could piss in
and
front
their
of children
vaginas,
in those days.
You know. Now we're just sensitive
Yeah.
nation.
But you guys,
Oh, there he is. There's the guy we had on, Jimmy. What's his fucking name again?
That's Clint Hill.
That's Clint Hill.
That was Jackie's
Something more that you
personal
could
guy.
have done in those moments that no one could expect
Oh,
would
that's
happen.
good.
50 years later, do you still remember it with the clarity like it was yesterday?
Yes, I do remember it. Every moment of it, just like it just happened.
Can you walk us through what you saw?
What you
was it
did
from
wrong,
your
yes.
perspective? What did you see that day as you were in
Red
Dallas
mist.
near Dealey Plaza?
Red mist.
Well, I was on the car immediately behind the presidential vehicle, on the left-hand side running board in the forward position. We had been scanning the area as we proceeded down the streets, and when we got to the corner of Houston and Elm, we had noticed that there was this building in front of us. Some of the windows were open, but there was nothing unusual there. We'd faced that same situation all the way up and down Main Street in Dallas. The crowds kind of dropped off there on Elm Street, but I was scanning to my left, and all of a sudden I heard this explosive noise over my right shoulder. I didn't recognize it as a shot immediately, but I knew something was wrong, because when I looked toward that noise, I only got as far as the presidential vehicle. I saw the president react. He grabbed at his throat. He moved to his left. I knew something was wrong, so I jumped and ran, trying to get up on the back of the presidential vehicle to form a shield or barrier behind President and Mrs. Kennedy to prevent anything further from happening.
And then when you saw the president's face, what did you see?
Well, just before I got to the car, there was a third shot that rang out, hit the president in the head. And when that happened, because it was so explosive and caused eruption of material out of his head, Mrs. Kennedy got up in the trunk trying to retrieve some of the material. I got up there and pushed her back into the back seat. And then the president's body fell to its left into her lap with his head. The right side of his face was up, and I could see his eyes were fixed. I could see through the skull area. The brain matter was gone. I assumed it was a fatal wound, and that he was dead.
Do you remember what you were thinking in that moment when you saw what happened in front of you that had never happened before? No one would ever think that this could happen to any president, especially someone as loved as him.
Well, my thought process immediately was, let's get to a hospital just in case he can be resuscitated or revived. But I was sure that that would not be the case. I was very upset, but I had a job to do, and I placed myself up in a position to prevent any further damage from being done, because I had no idea if there were going to be more shots fired. I assumed there would be, but there were not.
And you saw the Kennedy family through their mourning, even having to tell Robert Kennedy that his brother had died. You were assigned to Mrs. Kennedy's detail after the death of her husband. What was that like? How was she changed after that day? Because you were in such close proximity to her.
Well, I stayed with her for a full year after the assassination, and the sparkle in her eyes was gone. That wonderful smile she had was very, very few times you ever saw it again. So she changed remarkably. She really wanted to do whatever she could to make sure people remembered her husband, and worked to establish a library up in Boston in his name. So her primary focus was making sure the children are okay and making sure she did whatever she could to help the president's memory be retained by as many people as possible.
And you did the very same. Clint Hill, thank you for your service, and thank you for your time this morning. A former Secret Service agent, also the author of 5 Days.
Wow. He's one of the best people we ever interviewed.
He was amazing.
Yeah, but that red mist, I was joking, but he got hit with pieces of Kennedy's skull.
Oh, my God. And
Crazy.
he had a thing for
I think he did too. I think he was in love with her.
Yeah, this thing right here. That's the fucking thing he had. Right fucking here, this thing.
He kind of hinted he had a little thing for her.
And he regretted not calling her in '94. He said when she was sick, whatever. He's like, I wanted to call her in the hospital, but I didn't want her to like remember that.
She was power fucked her like Bobby Lee.
Jesus, Bobby Lee.
No,
can't even look at you.
Bubbling fucking snot bubbles.
Who was he?
He was Jackie Kennedy's Secret Service agent.
Oh,
He's
one
the
of the
guy
main
that climbed out
guys.
of the car after the shots.
Oh, okay.
He had
You
the
know-
best view of
You
the
know, the
assassination.
incompetent guy that fucking
That
fucked
kind of
up.
fucked up that day. Epic fail on his part.
And she's saying to him, who could have believed this would have happened? I'm like, well, he wasn't the first president ever shot, and that's why you had a Secret Service.
Right.
Everyone believed this could happen.
Exactly.
That's why we were out there. That's why you had a job.
That's probably not the answer she was looking for.
Yeah, maybe not.
But he
That's why
had-
they came up with the job. You're right.
This would have been a great fucking idea. How about not put the guy with his head sticking out of the fucking window of the
It
car?
really was like, hey, look at this.
That was his decision.
It's his head.
That was Kennedy's decision.
They don't allow them to make that decision anymore.
Probably not anymore after that, but I mean, that was his decision.
Although they do let him get out of the limo and shake hands walking down the street after the
Yeah.
inauguration
Well,
and shit.
We've seen the motorcade, Obama's motorcade,
Yeah,
go
and
by.
Bush's
I've seen it a couple times. You can barely
It
tell
just
there's
whips
a,
by, and
you
then
can't
don't even
tell
know
there's a
it's him.
person in there.
Yeah, you don't even know because
Yeah.
they run a couple.
Amazing.
Have you guys ever been close to a president before?
Never have.
The
no.
spinner rims
Oh, I
are
have.
a dead giveaway.
Which one?
President Clinton after office.
Oh, that's
Oh, after office.
That doesn't count?
It's a different vibe.
It really
It's
is.
a
It kinda
different
is
vibe.
if
I
I was
brought
able to
out
get that close.
the first President Bush on stage, and there's the buzz that is just around this guy. It's like it crackles. It
Wow.
crackles with tension all the time. And the Secret Service guys, we had to get there earlier before we brought them out. They were fucking around with us. We were talking about different things. But the second that he starts to show up, they just go and they just glare at us and stay like 6 fucking inches away.
Jesus
and just looked in our faces.
Same
like,
guy you were just
Same guy that I
fooling
was
around with a
bullshitting
little
with for
Wow.
2 hours.
It's like
The
Manchurian
president
Kennedy
comes
shit
up
right
and he
there.
just fucking looks at like he's ready to leap on me.
Yeah, yeah.
So, who was he opening up for? Molly Hatchet?
No, we
it Molly Hatchet?
were basically doing the same thing that we were doing for Hatchet. We just brought him out.
But for
It was
what? What was it? Just
it
a
was some
fundraiser or
fucking-
something?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Something our GM booked for us. But
That's
the
pretty cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me fucking hear it. Come on, motherfuckers. It's the president.
we actually did some shit that were fairly close to that. But the way that we fucked up is that we were supposed to exit stage left, and
Even.
we exited right into him.
Oh,
so
shit.
we're walking off the stage. The president's coming at us, and we did that like little
Awkward
shuffle.
thing.
Oh, man.
And those fucking guys were on us in
they
a
were.
hard.
Did you shake his hand? Yeah, I would have in
shook
that
his-
moment. I would have shook his hand and just said, "Fucking let
Oh,
him yell
you'd
at
have
me."
been.
Have a nice
He's
set.
got a gun. It would have been like, fucking, they'd chop your hand off.
These guys were so furious that we went the opposite direction. They were screaming at us. And they're like, next time I go, dude, it's not going to be a fucking next time.
next time I go head to
this
head with
this is
a
a
lifetime.
once in a lifetime thing. Just let me out of here. I want to fucking go now. I don't
get-
want to be near you people.
You get a picture?
Yeah, there's pictures.
Very cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Wow.
You're smart to walk by him because that's where you get the picture.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I forgot. You like pictures a lot.
Oh,
don't
he
you?
the
loves
president,
a good
everyone likes a
picture.
good.
But it's only, I think, the buzz is not about the person as much as the office.
Sure.
And like he had the general next to him with the fucking suitcase if we needed to just bomb the
Hey, the old
shit out of
football
everybody.
there in case
Yeah,
we
the
got
football was
destroy
in
the
there.
world.
When you watch the motorcade go by, I know exactly what you're talking about. That energy that just slowly starts up, and it's unbelievable.
And
how
everyone
crazy it
surrounded,
gets.
everyone
Just
around
starts
it is
getting
caught up in it,
ridiculously
you know?
excited and giddy, and
That's so weird.
That's why they shake hands with people and touch you because it's like it's worth. You'll tell everyone how amazing they are. That's
well, look, I love Time Warner Cable because
the guy called you.
my God.
I know. You
the
got the red
president
zone
shook
and
my
you love
hand.
him.
I'm voting for him every single time. Of course.
Who do you ask if you want a photo with the president, him or another guy?
I usually just scream it as I'm running towards him.
No selfie.
How many tries do you get? Because you know how you sometimes this photo's blurry.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
So
right.
then,
How
like,
many times
can
are
I
you
go
gonna
like,
say?
hey, can I have another one because this one, the filter's not right.
He's
or
like,
something.
all right. And then you got to smile, put your arm around him
A
again.
safety
A safety,
shot.
yeah.
If you go
I'm
to
going to
an
do two. I'm going to ask for two.
If you pay for
That's
an
what you do.
event, they'll do it for you. The White House photographer will take your picture.
They won't fuck around.
And they won't
Professional.
fuck it up. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
Everyone's nervous. Imagine handing your fucking iPhone to a chick.
No, they can fuck it up. If you're blinking or something, they're not going to fucking do a
probably take
second.
two.
You think?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
like
my
that-
impression
okay.
of two.
Because they don't want people bitching that their photo came out bad.
Yeah,
You have to pay for that, though. You go to a fundraiser. It's probably a lot. There's group photos, and then I forget how much it is for a photo alone with the president. It's probably a good $15,000 or $20,000 plate. And then part of your dinner experience is you get to have a photo with the
Easy-E
president.
did that, man. Easy-E went to Bush Senior's fucking one of his things. And, paid, yeah.
Yeah, but for the 15 grand, how many courses do you get?
That's true.
You get an appetizer.
Yeah,
you know,
salad.
Yeah, soup.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that would be a soup for 15,000.
So you got to pay for your alcohol separately.
Yeah.
Open bar.
Is it open bar or cash bar?
So you're
Cash bar.
guaranteed. You're guaranteed a photo then.
Yes.
Unless he has to
If
run
I
out.
pay the 15,000, I'm guaranteed.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because what if they pass you by?
No, you actually
there's
go
a
and
seating
stand
line.
at the end of the
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
There's a
They
line.
set it up.
You'll be all right as long as you don't tell that Tijuana story.
They
I'm gonna
don't
keep
bring
that
that
one.
up,
I'm gonna
dude.
keep that one to yourself.
That's bad.
And someone tells him who you are.
to tell?
Yeah.
When there's some downtime, don't tell that story, okay? You might get away talking about your rotting foot.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. She was 17, guys.
They tell him who you are. Neil Brennan met him when he wrote for Seth.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Myers.
Seth Myers. And because at the correspondence dinner, so Neil was telling me the story about. He said right before you meet him, I think somebody tells him coming up. This is Neil Brennan. He was the co-creator of the Chappelle Show, and he said Obama was kind of he loved the Chappelle Show.
Wow.
So he was. I think he said, "Hey Michelle, he co-created the."
Michelle's like, yeah, shut up. Who cares about what you're talking about?
That wasn't what she said. I think she was very happy to hear it. I don't think there was that disrespectful interaction that you're implying. I think that
might
they were
have
actually very
gotten
nice
it wrong.
people.
Sorry.
That's pretty cool, though.
I think it is.
Yeah, because I don't think that would happen if I walked up. There's no project I've done that he'd be excited.
No.
Yeah,
This is Jim Norton. He's got a special that was just
Here's what he'd
released
say.
on Netflix.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Jim Norton's special is available on Netflix.
Yes.
American Degenerate is now available on Netflix. There you go.
And people-
Michelle, he did American Degenerate.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yes, he called my lips purple and said it looked like I blew the grimace in 2008 on HBO.
How come you never play Atlantic City anymore? That's where I want to see it.
I'm doing it February 14th, Valentine's Day weekend.
Is that right? This Valentine's?
Yeah, it's funny you should mention that,
Yeah.
Ron. AKA Master of the Snuck-In Plug. Tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. for Valentine's Day weekend. It's my first headline shows in AC for a while.
Wow.
Nice. It's a new hour of
Yes.
material, too. So you're not going to see the American Degenerates.
cool.
And Bobby Lee is going to be at Gotham Comedy Club. We're taking a break. You're staying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're all going to make love.
All right. You all right with
Yeah.
that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's do it.
What is that about?
I don't know why I do that.
You all right?
I'm fine.
He wants to know everybody. He wants to know that you like him, Opie. That's
No,
the
I already
thing.
know that. I already know.
Already
I
got
already
it?
know. Yeah,
Anthony,
it's deep. It's
Do you
deep.
feel comfortable there?
No fronting. I
I'm
love
a
Bobby
Bobby
Lee
Lee
a lot.
guy. From
Oh,
way
yeah.
back.
And you've
way
given
back.
us amazing radio on top of it.
Bobby's a very entertaining.
Joe Rogan defends gay marriage, and his clip is going viral.
Does he kick its ass?
I think we're going to fucking play that next for the people.
Yeah.
Talk about it a little bit, all right? And some other things. Ron Bennington here as well. What a fucking treat this is.
Yeah, this is great.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. Sirius XM. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Boom, boom, boom. Bobby Lee in studio. He was having a few panic attacks during the break, but I think he's okay.
All's well.
I think we got him back together for
All's
another
well.
segment here, right?
I guess yes.
You doing all right?
good.
Yeah, fine now.
Okay, good.
Bobby, quick question.
Yeah.
What would you
Hey,
Oh,
he needs a
I don't know
mic.
what happened there,
Hold
Ronnie.
on with the mics.
Yeah.
Try that again.
Just
there.
a very quick question. What would you consider a jungle Asian? What? Who would fall into that category? Anyone? Is there anyone like that, or is that is that just something that doesn't happen? Is that something that doesn't exist?
You all right, Bobby?
Yeah.
Hey, it's something from the past. I mean, we're
Yeah,
just
from the
talking about the past.
But I mean, Cambodia is
That's
that
jungle. That's in
Laos?
the jungle. Yeah, Pol
Laos?
Pot's territory. Yes.
Yeah, is there a story there from your past?
No,
no?
I said that the Vietnamese people and were jungle Asians, and I got in big trouble.
It is a very jungle area.
It's jungly, you know.
Yeah, but he meant it in a
Jungle.
derogatory way.
In
though.
which way? Like swinging?
Just saying jungle Asian
Yeah,
is
well-
probably like saying that they're not as
Yeah,
sophisticated. Or,
Oh.
it's not a term of endearment.
okay.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
made a mistake because I don't.
Hold
really,
on, you didn't make a mistake. Wasn't it part of a little act of yours there?
Yeah.
A little stand-up?
I was telling a joke.
Yes.
All right, so you didn't make a mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't a mistake. No. It wasn't a mistake. It was my stupid.
But you didn't mean anything by it.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You don't know
So I don't think it's a mistake.
Everyone freaked out, and then they were like, and then my people were like, "You got to go to like the press."
The Vietnamese press?
Yeah, so I went to the Vietnamese.
Is there such a
press.
thing?
I go, no, there's like 2 places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I go.
What do they
"Hey, you
scratch
guys are-"
stories out with sticks and rocks, or
Oh,
what do
my
they,
God.
What do they do? How do they get their stories in?
You guys make me sweat, man.
They're just fucking beating on coconuts over there.
Yeah.
Jungle Telegraph.
Growing up, you see a movie like, Platoon, right?
Right.
So then the girls in high school, they go, you know what I mean? You're that type. I go, no, I'm the kind that invents things.
Oh, so it used to bother you, so you kind of acted out a little bit.
Well, no, there's a club. I mean, my girlfriend, now the girl I'm seeing now is from the Philippines. And that's a jungle area. My best friend Joe Coy is a jungle Asian. And
I do think they dress. I will give them this. They dress comfortable. I mean, to go everywhere in pajamas, that's going to be fucking
But
great.
I apologize to everyone, and I think that everyone's the same.
They're my favorite Asian food. I'll give them that
Yeah,
much.
me too. You know,
Really?
Oh, Vietnamese over Chinese any day of the fucking
I don't
week.
know about that,
And
dude.
Korean food, I don't know much about. I know
it's
you like a
terrible.
little barbecue
No, it's
thing.
not.
Kimchi shit.
Korean food is. I was in a Korean place yesterday
that dead
getting water.
fish on the plate with the fucking dried fish thing. It's terrible.
But the smell, the problem with Korean food is that it's cooked with, I notice a lot of smoke, and it's very, you can't walk into a Korean place without your clothes. Like the barbecue places, you reek like the food when you walk
Yeah.
out. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Is it good, Bobby?
It's tasty.
Why did you bring up jungle Asians? Because we said it
I
between
didn't know. I didn't know.
Well,
I didn't know that
man,
it was
all right.
something
Are you
we
back
hadn't
to
been
having
straight
some
about.
anxiety?
I was fine, and then all of a sudden now
great.
this happens.
Well, I was trying to take the heat off the underage girl you're with. Seriously, I want you to get over here. I feel good about everything.
We're really trying to help you here today,
I'm
Bobby.
going to have to leave now.
No, man.
I really do. I think I'm going to have to leave
You
now.
didn't say anything bad about Vietnamese people. You're actually going over an old controversy, and you're saying you apologize.
Yeah, I
think
apologize.
that's
I didn't mean it. It's
Ronnie's
fair.
being helpful, Bobby.
You know,
Ronnie is
The
trying to
Killing
help you
Fields is
out.
one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
You know?
Well, that was what was that? Laos,
Cambodia?
Cambodia.
I lived in
Khmer
Thailand for
Rouge?
3 months last summer.
Yeah.
I was in Thailand for 3 months.
You know what we think of those people,
They're
right?
the best, right?
Well, now
Well,
that-
we think you
that's not
go
helping
there
your-
for some weird
your
sex
case with
shit.
the girl.
I went
Yeah.
to this place called Amsterdam every night. So I did this movie with Michelle Yao, and then afterwards I would take a moped and I would go to this place called Amsterdam.
What
Did
is
you
that?
pick up Emmanuel on it? I mean, even those jerk off fellas, Emmanuel, she was always on a fucking moped in Bangkok, getting lesbian action.
Why would you go to Amsterdam?
Remember that?
What's
No,
in
it was a
Amsterdam?
club called Amsterdam.
Okay.
And
No, I know, but I mean, why would you go there?
Amsterdam, he's buying drugs.
For $90, they would eat your butthole.
Oh, wow.
Why couldn't they just make it an even 100? Who fucking, who you know wanting them down to a fucking
You've never heard of inflation?
They're hoping for
You
that
can charge
$10
more,
tip.
right?
Right.
They're using
That's
like
$500.
Earl Scheib prices. For $99.99, we will eat any ass.
But you know what's interesting though? Like
Wow.
I would go there, and I'd only go there to get that done.
Wow.
Right? So it's
Wait, how is it done in this?
So
In this
you go
joint?
to the bathtub and they wipe your, you know what I
I
mean? Your
hope they
butthole.
wash you out, yeah.
They wipe your butt.
They wash you.
Bleeding Roy.
Right? And then the lady goes, go now on the bed, lay on
The
your
girl was
lay on
great.
your
She looked like
stomach."
Kirsten Dunst in Interview with a Vampire.
You bastard. You bastard.
So they wash it out, and
Well,
then
then you go lay on your stomach. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I lay on my stomach, and then there's a clock on the wall, right?
Okay.
And I would look up at it, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
And it would literally be 15 minutes to a T,
Wow.
to the second, which means it's a part of a routine.
She's a clock
It's a-
watcher. That's a term.
Oh,
No.
I hate
It's
that.
a part of the curriculum or whatever, right?
Okay.
So they open with that every time.
15 minutes of asshole licking?
Yeah.
and then what?
And then they want to have sex, but then afterwards, like, no thanks, fudge face, I'm done.
I like Jodie Foster in Taxi, though.
Yeah, she was
Put
great.
a cigarette down. She's like, when the cigarette's out, your time's up.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
No clock. She's just fucking put a Marlboro down, wait for it to burn out, and then your time's up.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because I was hanging out with Michelle Yao from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, the dinner.
Did she know that you were getting your
No,
asshole
no.
Yeah.
Tell her
in
that's
between
what you're doing.
takes?
No, but I'd have dinner with her and she'd go, Bobby, I'm a real fan of your comedy, right? And then the first night I was with her, I go, hey, teach me how to run on trees.
Oh,
because of
yeah.
Crouching Tiger. And she,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she
yeah.
goes, you why walk? Like real angry.
Why a walk?
Like I didn't know, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, oh, I can't hang out with her. So I'll just go to Amsterdam. and get a
Crouching
bottle.
Bobby licking prostitute.
Yeah, exactly.
It was, really.
No, that's not, no, that's
Laying
not,
Bobby crying hooker.
I don't view that as getting a prostitute.
How many
No?
times did you go to Amsterdam?
I was there for 3 months.
Well,
Not
it was
club,
the-
I mean, not
90
the
times.
Club Amsterdam. How many times you get your
Not
asshole
90
eaten?
times, but maybe 20.
You went
20 times.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a clean ass.
your
Fucking
fucking
That's not.
asshole
That's
swab.
not. I don't feel that that's like.
Yeah, that's
going
probably
to-
why his foot is rotting away.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got Asian jungle
I
rot.
got it. Yeah, I got it.
You probably stepped on something while you're over there.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Is that what it is? To be true to you people.
Yeah.
To be true to you people is I just open my mouth and I say things, and I shouldn't. I should have more of a filter on my brain.
Nah, come on. That's not
okay,
going to
bud.
get you.
You're actually not saying anything.
not
that
gonna
you
get you
shouldn't say.
far.
I know, but you know what? It's a new world out there. You know.
Right.
It is a new world.
Like
Looks
this
like the
girl,
same
Brittany
old one.
Furlan. You know, she's the #1 girl on Vine.
Who?
This girl named Brittany Furlan, right? She's the #1 girl on Vine. Okay.
What does
Why,
she do?
why is she number one?
Because she's got the most followers.
Yeah, but what
No,
does she do?
but
Does
why?
she show
Why-
clips?
She does
Gashes into a fan?
comedy on it, right?
Yeah?
And she's like, you know what I mean? Now, like, she's a bigger
She's
celebrity
hilarious
than
at
me.
6
And-
seconds at a time.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, in that kind of world,
It's great. You know who else was? Oswald.
Oswald would have made a great Vine video.
That's all
You're
the
right.
film was. An amazing Vine
Ow,
video.
you know. But I forgive you for bringing that up.
Oh, okay, man. I'm
You
glad
wanted
it
to
all
say
worked
resent.
out. That was
You wanted
very
to say
good.
resent.
I did, but then
Yeah.
now I don't.
All right.
You
That's
know?
good, though.
Is she funny,
Yeah.
Brittany Furlan? I don't know her.
She's great,
She's
yeah.
good.
But I'm just saying, though, in a world where, you know, how,
In a world.
yeah, back in the day, like when in the '90s when I started doing comedy,
Yeah.
they would say you gotta do open mic for 5 years, then you get to become a feature, right? And it takes 15 years to
Then
make
you
it.
get the woman,
right?
then you get the power.
Right. So you do this thing, and now kids are being signed to CAA and all these gigantic agencies because they have a lot of hits, right?
Oh,
so now it's a different, you know, there's a different path now, and I missed that. You know, it was
Same thing with bands. You know, bands used to have to get signed to a record deal and
Get
and
fucked
everything.
over
Now
for a
they,
while.
now they put their
Own shit
music out there, and it gets popular, and then the vultures come over and go, we'll sign you.
Yeah.
But did they ever sell anything?
I don't know if they sell anything privately like that. It gets the attention of the record companies who then will sign you. It's just another way, instead of sending press packs to fucking record companies, you know, this way you have a proven track record already, and the company calls you.
Yeah.
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 But the comedy's the same way. They fucking find
different
like
world. It's a different
funny
world.
people. But what is it? If you could make a funny fucking 6-second Vine video, what does that mean? You can't get on stage and be funny. You can't
I don't
act
know.
or.
I mean, these kids, you know what I mean, are getting like, you know, sponsors now and stuff. So they do like Listerine commercial for 6 seconds. And they get like $10,000 a pop now. You know what I mean? So it's a
That's
different
some
world.
fucked up shit right there.
Yeah, you know?
Wow, we
like
just
one time,
suck.
it's my agent called me and goes, "Hey, we signed this." I'm not gonna tell you his name, but we signed an Asian kid. He's 19. He's a huge YouTube star. Can he meet you at the Ice House? Because I was headlining there. I go, why? Because maybe he wants to do stand up, right? And I met him, and he's like this shaking, shy little kid.
Yeah, because they're not. They're just dummies on
just your
fucking
style.
Vine. With snot bubbles and tears.
Oh, you're so good. You guys are so good.
Man. Oh man.
Bobby Lee, Gotham Comedy Club tonight.
Gotham Comedy Club.
Let's fucking get some people in the doors.
Yeah,
there
let's
for
do
you.
it because you know the numbers have been a little weird.
I just
Why?
watched a couple of Brittany Furlan's
fuck?
videos. She's funny.
She is funny.
She's
Yeah, I've done
definitely
a
funny,
couple.
man. She's a stand-up.
Let's play him on
No.
the show. Let's do
She dated a guy named Josh Adam Myers, not Josh Myers, Seth's brother, but some other guy. And he got in a car accident and he almost died.
Wow.
And then she broke up with him. And then she got on Vine. And now she's a big Vine star. And she's a really nice girl.
Let's play a couple of them.
I don't know if they translate. They're visual. They're more visual.
Oh, they're more
Yeah,
visual.
Yeah, I think so.
I've done a couple with her.
Oh, you have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
How old is she?
Oh, have you?
She's 27.
I'd be interested in taking her out.
She's
Make
really
that
hot.
happen.
She is, dude, her butt, top notch.
I'm an ass
9.5.
fan. I'm an ass fan.
Me too.
She probably has a guy though.
No.
They
I mean,
hook
no,
her up
she
with
is.
me.
But I don't
I'm a
think,
guy-
I
I'm a
can't talk about her
stepper.
personal life.
I don't care about her. Just tell I'm a stepper. Tell her I'm a
No,
mover.
but dude, you're like a legitimate entity, you know?
I'm just
I
a-
think you can land it.
I'm a stand-up who'll be lucky if I have 40 tickets sold by noon.
No, you know what? I was driving down La Brea in Hollywood 3 weeks ago. Gigantic billboard with your face on it.
That's true.
Wow,
That's a Megan
that's
issue.
nice.
You know, killing it.
Bobby, what else is going on in your world there?
That's it, man. I'm just doing the road, and my dad had a bunch of strokes. I said that already, and then
A bunch of them. You said he had one.
he had a massive one, and he almost died. And then he's getting these little mini ones.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
How old is he? A few
She's
aftershocks he's getting.
73 now.
Oh, boy.
But my mom will
74 is
call
the
me and
age
she
to
goes,
do it.
like one time she called me a month ago and she goes, Papi? I go, yeah, Mom. She goes, Daddy, he don't wake up. Right? And she's crying, right? So I go, you gotta call the ambulance. 3 minutes later, she calls me. I go, what, Mom? She goes, he wake up. I go, how hard did you try the first time?
Yeah.
I mean, did you go, wake up?
Right.
She panicked. She went, psst, and then just dialed you.
Yeah, that's what she did. You know what I mean? So it's like every morning, every time they call in the morning, I just feel like he died.
Right.
I mean, it really sucks, you know?
Don't you hate when you see your parents' number come up on your ID? You're like, something fucking awful happened. Or they want to come see a show, which is worse.
And they can't wait to share the news with you. Those
Right.
fucking ghouls.
Yeah.
And they love telling me about relatives that have died.
Well, that's my
They want
dad.
to be the first one to tell
While
me.
I'm on the air, he emails me and he goes, "Call me right after the show."
Oh, come on, you
I'm
can't do that.
So I call and he goes like this. Your aunt died, and I go, thank God. I thought it was your mom.
Right.
All right,
Oh,
good.
shit.
Good. Dropped an aunt.
Good
That's
news.
Take
nothing.
the aunt dying, right.
That's
news.
nothing for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I laugh at an aunt's death.
You can't tell somebody, call me after something.
Right.
Now, you're not going to be able to do what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Especially in a
Crazy.
text message, you could give the news.
Yeah, yeah.
Just fucking
No,
say
he
what you have
wanted
to
to,
say.
he wanted to hopefully hear me moan.
He wanted the personal touch.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's an E-Rock move. No.
I actually felt good, seriously, that it wasn't my parents.
Yeah.
I've never had anyone close die, so I don't know what that's like.
Oh, boy, you're in for a
terrible.
fucking doozy.
Really? Is it?
It's not.
It depends. If you see it coming, it's a little easier.
Yeah. Oh,
If you don't see it coming, it all depends. Sometimes it's a relief, and sometimes it's.
I feel like I'm not going to be able to handle it. You know, I feel like
You can't handle, like, life.
I know.
can't handle a radio
I can
show.
barely even walk down the street.
You can't take care of a left foot with an itch.
Right. I know. So if I don't know what's maybe I'll be reborn.
Sure.
Maybe.
And I'll turn into a
Maybe
phoenix.
it'll toughen you up or something.
Yeah, maybe.
He's never had to
But
deal
I'm not
with.
weak. No.
No, I don't mean toughen you up like that. I know you're not weak. I just mean,
Hey, I want to tell you guys right now. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm a survivor.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, I can go up in any situation.
Something tells me if it wasn't for a few Marines in Mexico, you'd have been fucking decapitated. Real
Exactly.
survivor there.
Yeah.
Good survival instincts going to some back alley.
Yeah, redheaded
Some
Mexican.
Fucking,
Yeah, and that
Paralyzed
alley's,
his pussy.
that alley's empty, so he goes to even a worse one.
yeah.
Good instincts. Way to go. As you do it barefoot.
All right,
you get
all right,
fucking
Your
rot
fucking
foot.
head's a hat display in Juarez.
But you got the good instincts, bro.
Yeah, I have good instincts.
Yeah.
But you know, I just feel like you guys think that I'm weaker than I am.
No.
Because I
not
can
at all.
perform. I've done television. You know,
I'm hilarious. I don't think you're weak at all. I think you're a very funny guy.
Here, you guys do it though.
What? What do we
You
do?
think you think no, fuck it. You think, you know what I mean? I'm not like this anywhere else. Okay? I come here the first time and you play trick with my mind.
That was fucked up.
Right? So what do you think every time
You're not
I
over
love
the
you
bunny
guys?
thing?
What?
You're not over the pink bunny thing?
No, I'm totally over it, but I'm
Okay,
just
good,
saying
good.
I have defense mechanisms.
Trust issues.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. I have defense mechanisms.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good to protect yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you know
trying
what
to
I
protect
mean?
myself. That's
Yeah,
all.
it's strong.
And already, I told a story in Tijuana I didn't want to tell. Right, the jungle Asian thing is back in the limelight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
Right.
I didn't want to talk about my left fungi foot.
Right.
You know
No.
what I mean? None of these things I wanted to talk about.
You got to have
And
one.
yet it happened.
You do have one more in you, though, right? One more story? One more. You're begging to get out? I know what you need us today.
No.
You need us to get this stuff out of you so you can heal. What? One more. Let's go.
Oh,
one
yeah,
more.
and then the Bangkok butthole, I didn't want to tell that.
True.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true.
And then what else?
But that's just a cute story.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah,
that's
it's
just.
it's good, clean fun.
When you got fired from the babysitting job because you were pouring Similac on your penis. That's a story. I don't want to get into it if you don't want to tell it.
I didn't have that. I didn't know what that Similac means.
Oh, so that was me.
This is good for you, Bobby. It's
You think
cleansing.
it's cleansing.
It's very
Can
cleansing.
you still hang out with Will Sasso at all?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I see Will
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah,
He's funny,
He's
man.
great. Have you had him on the show?
No.
No.
Oh, you gotta have him.
no.
He's the funniest vines of all time.
Very
That
funny
fucking
vines.
lemon thing that
Yeah,
he does.
yeah, very funny.
Jesus, that's funny.
Yeah.
I know.
And the Schwarzenegger as he's driving
Oh,
around.
it's
Oh, it's
hysterical.
amazing, yeah.
I went out with a girl and broke up with her, and then like she went out with Will.
Yeah.
And
Really?
she just told me some weird things.
Really?
Like what?
Yeah.
Well, he's Canadian, you know that.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
they're weird.
What's
It's
weird?
like-
He does the lemon thing when he's eating pussy?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
good.
no.
Respect that.
It was kind of weird. Like after just a couple of dates, he started getting really clingy and, hey man,
Oh,
you're
no.
my chick, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
don't do this and don't write on the internet because it makes me look stupid and fuck you and Just kind of like.
I don't know that
I
side
like
of
that.
him.
See, he wasn't the fun Will Sasso that I.
To me, that makes him more fun.
No, but really,
Just putting
yeah.
his foot down immediately. Don't make me look like a dick by fucking blogging, stupid.
Well, I'll tell you why he's like that, because he's a fat guy that lost weight, right? So when you're
Oh, is that
fat
it?
for that long,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You still do fat guy behavior.
Oh.
Right, you get clingy and stuff like that. And I want to
Okay.
say, no, you're on TV and you're no longer that. You're kind of weird looking, but you know, yeah.
Oh, I don't care personally.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
matter to me.
Yeah.
Fucking goon armor and fucking throw on the floor.
Because a guy like
Give a
that
shit.
and me, we wouldn't get laid at all if we
Yeah.
weren't in showbiz.
You don't think so?
No,
Got no game.
God created me so I could go out with a 4'8" girl named Ling Ling. That's what. And so, like, when I tap like Southern girls that are 6'2" and stuff, God looks down and goes, "Wow, that wasn't supposed to happen."
That wasn't the plan.
Part of the grand scheme of
I
things.
date girls where I have to do hooks on the shoulder like this.
Oh,
like
no.
I'm a barrel monkey. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
there we
And,
go,
you know what I mean? And it's the
Ah,
best.
it's another one.
Yeah.
Barrel
Bobby-
Monkey organization's going to be very angry.
I'm getting a Bobby Lee request. Somebody said to ask about the candy guy in the shed.
No.
no.
What is that?
Candy guy in the shed
I think I
sounds-
must have told that story here.
Sounds
might have.
crazy.
I don't
was
know.
molested.
But we're not sure.
I was molested.
Oh, molested by the candy guy in the shed.
No.
It does ring a bell.
Does it?
You don't want to tell him?
Mate, why? Did you ever work as a candy guy?
I think
You
I
wanna
heard
tell
that
I'm
one.
just only somebody asked on Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I was molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Well, maybe you did say that. He actually molested you?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Tricked you? This was,
I can't even look at him.
Bobby, was this recently?
No.
No, okay, good.
Oh, I thought.
I was a 9-10-year-old kid
Aw.
in Minnesota.
All right,
And
so
there was a guy that, like, during the summers, he would, like, mow the lawns of the, like, there was an ice skating
how
rink.
old was he?
He was, I might be 25 at the time.
Okay, so you're
And
close.
I think he molested every kid, like, once because he had candy. I went
Wow.
there every day for, like, 3 summers.
How did he
worked it
molest
out.
you?
I wanted the candy.
No, I understand what the motive.
Kids
Well,
are
yeah.
fucking
What
just
kind
so
of candy,
stupid.
though?
They love
He had the,
candy.
Yeah,
my
they
parents
love
never
that
gave me
candy.
candy because they're
But what kind of candy did he
Probably how
have?
he got it too. So
He got the dipping one. Fun dip.
Oh,
sure,
Fun Dip.
That's my
Fun
favorite.
Dip was good. And then
He was having fun.
Did you put your dick in it?
That was like, hey, this is just practice for the other Fun Dip.
So how would he molest you? Like you took in the shed?
No, he didn't like
What'd he do?
insert anything into me, or I didn't insert anything
What would he
into
do?
him.
You just jerk him off or
No,
suck it?
I would like touch his thing.
Was it big?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't care
Okay.
because I wanted the
Must have
candy.
been.
Sure.
Because you know I'm sober, right? For like 11 years almost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to do
Great,
that.
bro.
Don't have to do that. And I feel like it's a part of my addiction. Like for instance, when I was on drugs and alcohol, I would do anything I could to get the drugs and alcohol. And I think that behavior stemmed from when I was a kid. Like I just wanted the candy. I don't care what happens to my body.
Fun Dip. You know what? It
want the
wasn't
Fun
even
Dip.
the dip so much. That stick was delicious.
Yeah.
That vanilla stick was delicious.
So wait, you'd fucking
Not for
jerk him off.
Bobby.
He would just stand there with his big
No.
dick out, and you'd fucking tug it while you ate candy.
I gotta go, huh?
Why? No.
No,
Do
Bobby,
you
you're
have
doing great today.
Do you have flashbacks with Fun Dip?
No, it's not. Listen, I honestly, and I'm gonna say this from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
It didn't affect me.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
I really feel like it didn't affect
Did
me.
he come?
On his left
I
foot.
don't care.
That's why he
I
can't
don't
touch his
care.
left foot.
I don't care.
He couldn't come because he was slow.
Oh, see that?
Here's the thing. It's like, here's what it is, though. It's like, you know, the dark things you do, your life.
Not me.
I know, not you. But the dark things that I have, you know.
Yeah.
If I bring it out, it's not that dark.
Right.
It's still
So
dark.
it's basically-
Absolutely.
It's still incredibly
Yeah, it's
dark.
It's not very dark, but
Yeah.
for me, it's like I feel I'm like a phoenix.
All right.
I'm reborn.
I don't
You know what I
know.
mean?
That's
Every
true.
time I talk about stuff.
This is a good cleansing for you.
I
It
think
really
for
is.
him it works, but then he pushes it on everyone else. So we'll be tossing and turning tonight.
Exactly.
Thinking of fucking lawnmower man.
Oh,
with
weird
a
it
fun
out.
dip.
Exactly. Thinking of fucking eating Pez while fucking tugging
Hey,
a
do
big.
you think because of all these things I tell, though, you think that makes me a bad person?
No.
No, be real. I'm being real.
No,
No, that's
Doing
up to
them
God.
does.
What?
Doing them does, but telling about them just cleanses you.
Don't worry about us. You should worry about
Yes,
God.
God will finally
Right,
judge you.
God
Yeah,
will
I had a
judge
girl.
you.
She looked like she looked like Sophia Coppola in The Godfather.
No, I wouldn't worry about it.
No, I'm not worried about it. I'm just saying because I've been talking about it all morning.
Yeah.
And just listening to me talking.
But how is he able to molest so many kids? Like, didn't someone fucking
Retard
put the word
strength.
out?
It was like an Asian neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
No,
wasn't
it wasn't. I was the
Oh,
only
okay.
Asian there.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Why would your parents do that to you?
What do you mean?
Be the only Asian in
Well,
town.
back in the 70s, there weren't. I don't think a lot of Asians
That's
at Dinah,
Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Yeah,
you
you have to go to
needed a
Chinatown.
Chinatown.
We needed a Chinatown. That would
What's even worse is that his parents are the ones that turned fucking the retarded guy onto Bobby. Our son likes candy.
Oh, God.
Oh, can I tell you what happened though? So then,
Yes.
when I was 17, can I tell you what happened? So when I was 17, right? Just listen to this. This is what happened. So I was in a place called the McDonald Center. It was a rehab, right?
At 17.
Yeah, because I was doing math at 12, right?
Oh, my God.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine. So then, so at 17, I went to this place called the McDonald Center, and we had this thing called knees to knees, where you would the family members would form a circle, and in the middle of the circle, you would like go knees to knees with a parent.
Yeah.
And you should tell them the darkest thing.
Oh my God, how
That
awful!
It was
is
awful, right?
A little awkward, my friend.
So I'm doing knees to knees with my dad, and the counselor goes, "Bobby, tell him."
Oh, yuck.
Right? So you go, Mom, Dad, when I was 9 or 10, I was molested by a guy with Down syndrome. You know what he did? He went like this. He laughed.
Oh, no.
He went like this, like that. He laughed. He
Right.
thought it was the funniest thing he ever heard.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
Now, how did that make you feel?
I didn't find it. I laughed too a little bit.
You did,
A
you?
little bit.
Both stood up with tents in your pants.
Oh, then they went ass to mouth.
Oh my God, my career's over. I ended my career today, man.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
You say it's fine.
You're
and then-
fine.
No, you guys say it's fine, but then years go by. I don't see you, and you don't know. And then I get it on the Twitter. You know what I mean? And then
They're loving you on Twitter.
You know what I mean? You
I
say
took a
it's
little
fine.
peek. They're loving you today, Bobby.
You say it's fine.
And you're welcome here anytime you
I
want.
love you, man. We're family.
All right.
You know what I mean? I got to go in 5 minutes, guys.
Come on.
I have another thing I have to do. Okay.
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I have to go in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because if I tell
what
another-
are you
I
doing
can't-
with the rest of your day?
I'm gonna sleep all day. I cannot
Yeah.
tell another story.
We love this.
That
I know
means
you do.
Wait,
I'm
you
not
got
doing
one
it.
more. There's one more.
One more.
There is.
No,
There
no,
is, right?
no.
You're thinking about it.
No.
You're debating if you should
No more stories.
tell it or not.
Did you ever do anything with it, like play doctor with a girl and like when you were young, you look around and
No.
look at each other's asses?
No, I have
or
no more
something?
stories.
I did that in kindergarten.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, there was a girl that lived down the street from me, and she was in my kindergarten class, and we used to go in the work shed in her backyard. I guess that's where all the sex
Yeah,
happened,
exactly.
in these sheds. And we would show each other our heinies. Like she would turn around and pull her pants down and look over her shoulder, and I'd look at her ass, and then she would want me to show her my ass, and I'd look at, we'd look at over our shoulders at each other's asses.
What?
Yeah, it was kindergarten, and I didn't know anything else. I just thought, okay, there I go. I just had sex.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
That was like
Yeah.
hardcore sex back
That was
then.
it, but it's normal.
Same age, me and my buddies. We got busted by the parents for
Oh, shit.
doing the doctor thing, and we put a stick in the girl's asshole.
Whoa,
It was
my
like it was a
God.
thermometer.
See, that's not
and
right.
we were like, okay, this is great. It's like doctor. And then later, just like sitting there watching TV, beat on the door.
Oh, no.
The old man's fucking going crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
How old were you?
Like 5,
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
So you didn't know.
You didn't know, but it didn't mean that they didn't blame everything on you at that
Oh,
age.
man.
You know?
Bobby, don't check your Twitter.
Shit.
You're all right.
I'm sorry, in my neighborhood, there were no retards with candy.
Oh, that's terrible.
You guys love it, huh?
Well,
It's
it's
great radio. It's
We
amazing.
all have weird little
Yeah,
stories.
everything happened.
We've told
I mean,
them
I've
all
never
on
told
the
a
air.
good story, like a good thing that ever
All right,
happened.
tell us a good
stories.
story.
Something nice.
How
Yeah.
about a
the
nice
candy
good
one was
story?
good.
Like a
All right.
positive story?
Yeah.
All right,
that
let's a nice positive story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because they're not, because,
Oh, you got one.
Go ahead.
no, I don't really have, I don't
The
know.
other one was kind
All right,
of
then
nice.
tell
Yeah,
another bad
helping
one.
the handicapped.
One more.
Handicapable.
Handicapable,
Yeah.
yes.
Big dirty hands.
What do you
Oh,
want?
God.
What story do you want it involving?
I don't know. Did
How
did
about-
maybe a quadriplegic fuck you? Or?
No, I did make love to,
To what? To who?
I made love to two ugly sisters with 2 other comics, and it was the worst. I put my penis in my friend's eye.
Your friend's eye?
Yeah.
So there's 2 girls and 3 guys?
Oh, no. With
Yeah,
Sammy Davis.
I was playing. You remember Steve Sharippa?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, when he was doing the Riviera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Vegas with and these 2 open micers at the time drove me, and then we ran into these 2 ugly sisters. One of them had no teeth at all. I swear to God, and she was skinny.
Meth?
Anyway, after
Was it meth?
I
She had
could
no
have been.
teeth?
It could have
Yeah,
been.
yeah.
Could've been a meth.
And so then but then we had these two girls in my hotel room at like 2 a.m, and we all three guys were making love to these two girls, and then I was doing the one from behind, the fat one from behind,
Making love.
Yeah, and I turned to my left and I see my friend Aaron, but I don't know where Brian is.
Uh-oh.
Aaron and Brian, were you on the set of Breaking Bad?
And then I felt something tickling my butthole.
Oh shit!
Like a feather.
Yeah.
And I turned it around. It was gone. It was like a paranormal thing.
Oh wow!
I thought it was a ghost.
That's odd.
I turned around. I go, "There's no." I thought it was a ghost tickling my butthole.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I keep going, and then now I know something is actually rubbing against it. And I looked down, and my friend Brian had crawled underneath my body, and he was eating a vagina while I was doing her. And then I go, "You got to get out of there, man." She goes, "She likes it. She likes it." And then I pulled out real quick, and I tried to jam in, and and he put his head up, and my penis went against his eye. And then 3 hours later at breakfast, I was buying breakfast for everyone, and I looked at Brian, and his left eye was completely closed shut with an adhesive over it. And then we went to the doctor, and then we got antibiotics.
You gave him some kind of infection.
You gave him pink eye with your penis?
Yeah.
Although it was probably her.
Or cunt slime.
Yeah. She had
for lack of a more medical term.
So that's it.
I like the medical jargon.
I'm not gonna tell any more stories.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
Because I think I just burned every bridge. You know what I mean? I burned every bridge with America.
Not
you know
at
what I
all.
mean?
No, you're good.
And, no.
You're good,
And you know what, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
All right? I love you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
We love you
too. Yeah, that's nice.
You're a great guest on this show and a
Can you
fine
plug my
person.
Gotham again?
Yes,
Gotham Comedy Club this weekend. The great Bobby Lee. What are you on Twitter?
Bobby Lee Live.
Bobby Lee Live.
And
That's
on
right.
Instagram too. And it's like next time I'm on the show, I got to do it differently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whole new way.
No.
Whole new start.
Yeah.
New start.
I'm being dead serious.
All right.
So are we, Bobby.
It's
about time, I
Words
think.
are power. You know what I mean? And it's like sometimes when you use words in a bad way, it's black magic. You know what I mean? And I just, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be clean next time.
Okay.
Bobby, you were very good, Bobby. You're always very funny.
Strong.
I don't follow you. I'm now following you. I thought I followed you on Twitter.
I'll follow
Bobby
you
Lee
now, too.
Bobby Lee Live. Follow
Bobby Lee
him,
Live?
please.
All right, so it's
If
like
you enjoyed his sick fucking stories,
Yeah.
follow him on Twitter
Yeah.
today.
Or if you have candy.
You're leaving us?
yeah, I gotta do something else.
He just leaves.
What are you doing?
He's going. He's got to
gotta
go.
You really got to do something else?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do.
He's taking.
You sure you got to go?
How do we?
There he goes.
What?
You just waved your hand.
Yeah, because last night I waited 2 hours and then one.
No, this is the perfect
I
time.
thought that happened to black guys. I didn't.
9:15 is the perfect time.
That happens
is a
to
good
Asians
time.
too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll see you next time.
See you,
All
buddy.
right, Bobby.
Okay. And can I say this too?
Yes.
I really appreciative of the time you give me.
Oh,
It
Nice.
helps me out a
That's
lot.
sweet.
we're
Wanna hug it out?
appreciative of you coming in here.
Sweet.
You need hugs? You need hugs?
Bestowing upon us amazing stories of
Are you?
sexual exploits
Okay, man.
Shouldn't have done that.
and underage
Because
sex.
if I have to go to the Vietnamese people again.
Oh,
I
God.
love everybody.
See you,
That's
buddy.
true.
All right.
All right.
Great seeing you, man.
Take it easy,
There goes
Bobby.
Bobby Lee.
I know.
Bobby Lee. Bobby's great. Oh, my God.
Bobby's very funny.
Fucking
man.
love him.
There he goes. A little nervous Nelly. He's like a chihuahua.
He's had some life, huh?
There's a lot of things going on.
I'd like to see him get some therapy. You know, some.
Would you like to see some,
Yeah, I'd like
some
to
help?
see him get some help.
I think you've had it with trying to get people help.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
I don't know. Just saying.
All right, we'll get a break.
Yeah?
We got a break.
Yeah, Ron Bennington in the studio.
Yes.
You didn't get it. You got to plug
what?
Bobby's.
Gotham thing?
Wait, what is he saying? Wait, keep the door open. If it's real bad, we'll dump out. Bobby, what's going on out there?
No, why? No, did you listen to what I just said?
Yeah, we did.
He wants to stay like.
No, I don't want to. I got somewhere to go.
I'm like news stories.
No. I got to go.
He's panicking.
Holy shit, he's panicking.
Come in.
He's good, though.
He's panicking.
He's good.
For a second, just.
Oh, my God, he's back. He was down the hall. He was down the hall.
No, I swear to God, I have to be somewhere at Disney.
He's got to roll.
All right, you got to roll.
I gotta roll.
You got to roll.
Did
Where
you
do you gotta be? I gotta do another thing, man.
Did you enjoy your time?
I love it.
Okay, good.
What
That's
thing?
all we care
It's the
about.
50-year anniversary of Kennedy's assassination.
Exactly. What, you got a gig in Dallas? Come on.
I'm heartbroken over it. I really am.
I hear you.
All right.
I'm a Democrat.
Oh,
There he goes.
Ew.
Oh, Bobby?
He's freezing.
Just let the guy go. He's sad.
Oh, the poor guy.
What was he
Yeah,
saying?
I used to think it was a work.
No. What was he
No.
saying, Kenny?
Come here.
He was giving you an earful there about his appearance.
He's freaked out that he reveals his dark side in here. 'Cause, you know, he wants to be more mainstream sitcom network guy.
What does he think? He's handsome? He's fucking. That's who he is.
I think his appearance worked.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
Bobby Lee.
It's great.
I love him.
I love those
I think
little
it was strong. I think
stories.
people can identify. I mean, a lot of us have been molested by retarded people.
Oh,
We just
yeah.
Because you
don't
wanted
have
the
the
candy.
courage to say, yeah, who doesn't like candy?
To blurt it out on a radio show.
Who doesn't like candy?
Right.
And everyone's used the term jungle Asian at one point or another. Sorry,
And
everyone
since he's
doesn't like it.
Asian, he could get away with it.
Yeah, but he's not a jungle Asian.
No, that's true. He could
And
be.
he power fucks girls that have snot bubbles.
Oh, God.
Underage.
Well, we don't know that part.
Well.
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
What is that thing you're wearing? It's a little box.
This is Virgin Mary. Got made for me by a listener.
Oh, Mojo?
Yeah, it's just on the back of some
domino.
dominoes. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
a...
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a voodoo thing. Kathleen from the Bronx made this.
That's really cool.
So she makes a living. She's just making these things one after another.
Wow.
And supposedly, there was a thing, I don't even want to get into it because I know you guys aren't religious, but there was a little blind girl, and I laid this on her forehead and she could see.
Wow.
So, yeah. Isn't that great?
Why aren't you using it more?
I
Help
don't
people.
like a lot of blind people.
But you could have helped out
okay.
Bobby Lee with that.
Yeah, ease
Calm
his
his
suffering.
mind.
He's just suffering, man.
He's a Buddhist. And
Oh,
I don't
is he?
like
Is
to,
that what it is? 'Cause
I mean,
he's
to
Asian?
me, you know,
Yeah.
most, I don't know, you guys know this, but most religions do not hold the Virgin Mary up the way the Catholics do.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
She's
didn't
very
know that.
underrated in a lot
She's
of places.
very underrated. Her and Mary Magdalene.
I
Well,
thought
Mary
she was
Magdalene,
the
they
shit.
have their own views on. Even Christianity doesn't treat her particularly well.
Well,
You know, the whole hooker thing.
Because
kinda
she
gets-
was a who?
you know, they say that she never was a hooker.
No.
She just got called that later on so that the women wouldn't get any power in the church.
That might be. They said she was
Ah.
powerful in Christ's ministry.
Wow,
That's
no
very
kidding.
true.
That was the number one person he talked to. Like something would come up and he'd go over and like, okay, I'm gonna get back to you tomorrow, and he'd go to talk to her. So people got mad about her and they started calling her a hooer.
You know what? That you might be. Ronnie might be right. That might be
Yeah.
why Mary Magdalene never got her due. She was just very revisionist history.
It's almost like Linda McCartney. Like, and people are like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Why is
But
she
when you
up
hear those
there?
isite tracks, you
Well,
realize she
It's
shouldn't have
pretty
been
amazing.
up
Yeah,
She's got
but
an amazing
you know,
voice.
I thought it was
terrible.
I thought it was strong.
What happened, Eric? Now
Oh,
Eric's
you're
got
right.
a Bobby Lee story.
You
This
followed
kid-
him down with
This
the
Bobby-
paparazzi.
How does Bobby Lee even sleep at night?
He's having a bit of a panic attack.
Did he recognize you from the shed?
Oh, I did.
Why are you mad that you get it? Why aren't you happy?
Jesus.
That was a funny callback.
So he found a seat by the elevator that facilities use. He's sitting down and he feels like he's tearing up a little bit, and then started confessing to Sam that he feels like he doesn't know why he's alive.
Jesus.
He's like he should have been dead.
Oh, jeez.
That's great. That's the effect we have on people. They come in to plug a show, they throw themselves down the elevator shaft.
Wow. Snorting.
Oh, God.
He's all right?
He's better
That
now.
happened?
That's good.
I told
I was
him.
just sitting in the.
I don't know
corner.
why it happens this way every time he comes in. Is it too easy or is it him? I don't even know.
Yeah, what? Go ahead, Sam.
I think he doesn't confront some of the things that he confronts here with normal interviews.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they just talk to him about whatever, Mad TV or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he's not used to.
He's the best.
He was on Mad TV?
Yeah.
Fuck, you should have brought that up.
Yeah, so what was that like?
Yeah, that would have distracted us a little
All really
bit.
nice.
That
Nothing better than an
character,
actor talking about how nice the director was. Fucking clunked their heads like coconuts. Remember that in fucking Salem's Lot?
All right, we're gonna break and then we're gonna wrap up this fine Friday show with Ron Bennington. Stay there.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Ron Bennington in studio, really fucking pushing us toward the weekend in style.
What a fun time.
Yeah, we were discussing Bobby Lee.
You guys mind I tell one story what happened to me when I was little?
Please tell us.
Somebody put a fish in my asshole. I shouldn't tell
Wow.
this.
A fish in your asshole.
He brings it up, and then it's everybody else's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to prod him too much.
How much time you guys working next week? You gonna do it all?
A few days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I guess. Then it's the holidays.
Oh,
Thanksgiving
man.
action.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
When I went to leave.
Yeah.
My Escalade, my poor Escalade, got nailed by a cab.
Yeah, I saw you guys outside at the aftermath. I was like, what the fuck is this about?
I was.
It was pretty impressive too. He did some good damage to the cab and your.
It was a rear ender. You know, Kenny was driving. Thank God.
Great.
Not on my bullshit. You know, and hit like the rear right passenger side of my vehicle with the front driver's side of the cab.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was trying to sneak through. Tell you the truth. He was trying to sneak around. Cabs and people on their fucking phones are the scourge of the highways because they don't look.
Mm-hmm.
Cab, you stop. I said the other day, I think 20 or 30% less people get through a red light cycle now than they used to because of fucking phones.
Yeah, but you got to do a little texting at that red light.
But
we all
every
do it.
cabbie's on the phone too.
They're all
every
on the phone.
cabbie is on the phone.
That's illegal.
100% of the time that they're
100%.
driving you, talking to a chick.
And you think they're fucking
from another country.
Yeah. They think you think they're talking to you for a second.
Right.
'Cause you hear like, it's like, excuse me?
Yeah.
They don't even acknowledge it. You said, excuse me. And then you're like, oh, I'm the asshole.
Right.
I'm the asshole talking to you. Meanwhile, you're on the phone.
You think they're rubbing shit out while they're driving you around if they're on the phone with the chick from another country?
I don't
think
know.
they're doing a little rubbing action?
I know they piss their pants sometimes.
Yeah. It just stinks in there.
No, they got the big bottles.
Snapple bottle.
Yeah, whatever they
big
use,
wide mouth or something like that. But they suck because they're always filling out something on a clipboard or counting their money or something when the light turns green. And then the people on the phones, man. And when you're driving down the expressway, you'll just see somebody weaving all over the place.
Way worse than drunk
and
driving.
That used to be a drunk.
I would much rather see a drunk driver than a fucking texting
Once
asshole
in a
on the
blue
highway.
moon, on a fucking Saturday night, 3 in the morning or something, 4 in the morning, you'd see someone weaving and go, oh, that guy's fucking drunk. You wouldn't just drive around during the day and see drunk drivers.
Right.
Now, people texting, there's people weaving all over the fucking road like it's a road full of drunks. And then you get the left turn arrow that, you might get 5 cars through if everybody moves quickly.
Right.
It turns green, and there's the person at the front of the line not moving.
Well, he's got to get that last word in before he sends the text.
So I have no patience anymore. I am the second a light turns green. If I don't see their brake lights come off in front of me, map. Can't take it. Fucking, it's so frustrating.
How bad is the car? You'll be able to fix it?
Yeah. I got my lease is up in I think April, something like that. So, they'll patch it all up. I'll send it in. I'll get the new fucking awesomeness of the 2015 Escalade.
I got to get a new car.
You're leaping ahead.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
leaping over 14.
Right over 14. Fuck 14.
Pretty smart, though.
Because they're already
Go
out
right to
like
15.
the 14s. Yeah.
14
That was
blows.
just ironic that you said that.
Oh, right. He's maturing. What car should I get? Nice fucking family car that doesn't look fucking
Why don't you
douchey.
get something big
I want a bigger
brawny?
car than my brawny.
Yes, you got to get a big animal
And my
car.
grand,
Nice gas waster.
Like what though? I don't know if I want to go Escalade.
My 50 Cal fits in the back. When I drive out to
that's
Calverton,
good.
I don't even have to break it down. I just put it in the back on the bipod, fill it up with ammunition, and just fucking go.
Do they make a smaller Escalade?
No.
What do you think? Kids seats, little TVs in the back for them?
All that shit. You
Yeah.
know.
They get so much room in those things.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Little,
great.
they don't
bigger
even know they're
car.
outside. Kids don't. They still feel like they're in their room.
Dude.
They're in their room. Yeah.
I don't know about you're a suburb guy, right?
No.
Oh. No, I mean you used
No,
to
growing
be.
up, yeah.
Okay. My kid doesn't want to fucking walk because he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand walking because he's a city kid.
Oh, boy.
I pick him up at school. I have to carry him.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand walking because his whole world is in an apartment in the fucking sky. And then when it's playtime, it's when I decide playtime, when I want to bring him outside. It's bad.
But the suburbs is the same way now with kids. Like kids just don't run out and play in the suburbs.
It is creepy. When
Their
you-
mom or dad goes with them. It's not like when you were younger.
It's creepy when you drive around neighborhoods. You don't see any fucking kids anywhere.
You used
What
to
the
go,
fuck happened?
Used to go like, yeah, I'm going out, okay, and you'd leave in the morning. You wouldn't come home until nighttime.
Yep.
And you'd be out all fucking
And
day.
we would lose one or two.
Well,
it was
Hey,
part of
you're
it.
gonna
It was
get-
part of the war.
Kids going to get hit by
We would lose
they're
one
gonna
or
be-
two.
cars.
Right,
I
by
had
a
4 kids
car.
on a street, all killed.
All
killed by cars.
Yes. Really?
Yeah, 4 of them.
I knew about 3. No,
What'd you
two,
grow up with, Ronnie
2 car,
Kovacs?
2 car, and one
Ronnie Kovacs.
and one drown in the fucking sump.
Oh God!
We used to
Tried
have
to take a swim in the sump.
We used to have the thin ice kids in our neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
That was our big one. Thin ice kids and trains.
Trains.
The suicide kids
I
with the
didn't know.
trains.
I knew a guy that was hit by a train
Not
but
so
didn't
much-
die, and they called him Trainee.
See, we had a kid because we used to hop trains,
Yeah.
and one of
You
the kids
a
got
hobo?
sucked on. That's what we were told. My mom used to call them
hobo.
train bums.
Yeah,
she goes,
train bum.
"Promise that you won't go near the track. The train bums will grab you."
It's train bums.
What do you mean you used
So
to?
he got sucked under, lost his leg, and his
Oh,
parents moved. They're like, "Look, we're going to move somewhere
Yeah,
where
we're-
people don't remember him with a leg."
Don't know that.
It's kind of illogical.
Yeah.
Well, what would you do with the hopping trains thing?
I'd just ride it as long
To
as we
where?
could, then jump off.
But where would you end up sometimes?
Like you would ride it for like a quarter of a mile.
Oh, okay.
Just you jump up on the ladder and you're just holding on.
Hang
you're
on,
screaming
yeah.
at each other. This is fucking great!
Holy
This is great!
Fucking
You know?
see, I jumped off that fucking thing. I rolled. Yeah, I saw.
Remember skitching was really popular? You hold on to the
Hold
bumper
on to
and
in the
you
snow.
don't see any of that anymore with the
No.
snow, right?
Kids aren't outside.
Right.
Nah, that's
fucking
that's-
blame 'em.
that's
Yeah.
Amazing video games available now. Why the fuck go outside? Why snowboard when you could fucking Xbox snowboard? I love it.
Do it with strength. Do it with strength and
Right.
power.
Yeah, fuck that. But you'd all hop on your bicycles like a fucking little motorcycle gang.
Yeah.
And ride around on your bikes and go play as you just don't see that anymore.
Not at all.
People are afraid of what? Fucking retards in the shed with candy?
Yeah,
Everything, yeah.
they're afraid of their kids being snatched and blown.
Yeah.
That's all parents think about now.
They gotta be
Snatched and
supervised.
blown?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Play dates. It's all about play dates. It's got to be all organized now.
Yeah.
Are you into that now? Are you into
No.
you have to sit there with the other parents?
No, we've decided.
Sounds like a treat.
We've decided to raise a loner.
I mean, that's a
I don't
smart
want to.
idea.
I don't want to deal with the parents.
No.
I'm taking Fez out on gay dates where I just sit there. He dances in the corner.
You sit with another guy. And go, yeah. Where's yours? It's over there.
I sit in my kid's classroom and I know which parents are cool, and I
Yeah.
just pray that he's going to play with that kid.
Yeah, so then you don't got to deal with an asshole.
Oh God, I don't want to deal with assholes. Everyone says I'm going to have to. They're going to be in my house being just assholery as our kids play.
But what if the other parents are thinking the same thing?
You know what? You're absolutely right. It does
Could you
work both
imagine though,
ways.
like you show up at the school just to be a dad, like
all the time.
could you imagine if your dad showed up at your school?
Oh my
It meant you were in
God.
gigantic trouble.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I've come to grab you
Right.
in front of everyone and take you away.
If mom showed up, it could mean a little bit of trouble. It could mean you were sick,
Yeah.
something like that. You had something to do, an appointment, and mom came. If dad ever came to the school, yeah, that was major trouble.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest trouble you would ever be in at that age.
My kid's school is filled with parents the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
They got a whole room with a coffee machine. Like they don't go home anymore.
Parents never showed up.
I
They
go
don't
there,
leave
make
the-
sure my kid settles in, and then I'm out of there.
If my parents would have showed up to make sure I was settled in, I would have been fucking mocked forever.
Right.
I
Yeah.
didn't want anyone to know I had parents. If I saw them at the mall and I was with my parents, I would walk away
Yeah.
from my parents. It was like embarrassing to think that you had
humiliating.
parents.
It's a different world. Although my kid's still, he's only 3.5. I would assume this is going to fucking fade away where the parents
Yeah.
don't hang out the whole time.
Dad took me to a father-son breakfast as a kid, a school father-son breakfast thing, and he was real fucking totally hungover.
Is this the
like,
one where it was really set up that the cops bust all the fathers?
They walk in.
There are no Yankee
Being a
tickets.
scofflaw. Yeah. It's a father-son breakfast. All right, grab the kid, take him out of the
No
room.
free TVs. What the
And,
fuck?
yeah. That, and then my mom used to be like the field trip mom.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
she went on a few of the good field trips and stuff, Radio City and Museum of Natural History and stuff. And she was hungover too. parents taking trips all hungover.
Well, they were under a lot of stress.
Yeah. I remember she was at Radio City that time, and she was taking swigs of Pepto-Bismol out of her fucking pocketbook.
Right.
And I was like, "What's the matter, Mommy? Do you have a tummy ache?" "Yeah, I got a tummy ache." "Oh."
Mommy's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, inside Radio City with the lights off.
My mom's best friend was a raging alcoholic, so we were let down all the fucking time because she would plan these trips to New York City with her, and then we'd get the call in the morning.
Oh, yeah, I can't
that
make
she's
it.
sick, and then we finally started figuring out that this lady, had a drinking problem.
Yeah.
I remember a trip to Chinatown that never went down.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was a bit hungover.
But, come back to suburban Long Island with your little back scratcher.
I never went. That's what I'm getting
Chinese fan.
There was
like, ooh, my little trip to Chinatown.
when my mom set up these fucking, day trips, but that lady was involved, we knew that we were going to be let down again.
Yeah. Really learning the culture.
It is weird how we were just surrounded by alcoholics and fucking accepted it.
It was accepted.
If my grandfather would drive us to the beach, he would pull into fucking tap rooms, right, with the kids in the car to go like this. I got to go talk to a guy. Wait here, right?
They leave the kids in the car.
We would sit in the car and he would be gone for an hour.
To get a quick one in.
Yeah.
Have a couple of beers.
A couple in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Me and my buddy Roy, he lived in Flushing. I was probably maybe 7 years old, some 8. And me and him were trying to find our dads. It was one of those family things. My family would go visit his family, like friends for years and years and years. So we went walking around, and we found them coming out of a strip club in Flushing. And they were fucking just stunk of beer and whore, and they told us, don't tell your moms where we were.
Was
I don't remember. I might have ratted them out.
Was Tom Bosley in there?
Oh yeah, that Happy
Mr.
Days
C, was he in
episode.
there? Was he in there?
What happened with that one?
Well, Richie got a fake ID.
And went to get a strip club, and there's Mr. C.
And Mr. C was there.
He's enjoying himself.
And now they're both puzzled to see each other.
Right. Wasn't it a business thing?
Back when
he was forced
back
into
when
it. He said.
strippers had live music playing.
Yeah.
There would be a band.
And now, and all she did was like take her gloves off,
the tassels,
and she had like a tassel-y thing, but she never stripped, and he was very disappointed. Richie was disappointed.
There's a businessman in town, and Mr. C had to take him out.
That's what Mr. C said.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where I met your mother, Richard.
Meanwhile, he got a lap dance, fucking left with fucking.
Yeah.
We have that clip.
Slug trail on his fucking pants.
We don't have the strip club clip. It's
kind of a long.
Yeah, we don't
thing,
need a
I
whole
think.
episode. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, and then my dad would take me to. It was like take your kid to work day. It wasn't a real technical thing or a real thing. He would just be like, "Hey, Anthony, come to work with Dad today."
That's
so I was
nice.
like, "Oh, okay." So we would go over to good old Joachim Flanzig and Weissman over there in Mineola. The law firm that he was an investigator for.
Sure.
And then we'd leave and go to the bar. There's this bar where I thought it was so cool that you were able to take the shells off the peanuts and throw the shells on the floor. And he would set me up at the table with, Cokes or something, and he would sit at the bar and just drink fucking whiskey and beers for a while.
And he thought you were just having a blast.
Oh, I was. It was great. And then we'd hop in the car. He's fucking hammered. I didn't know any better.
Going into a
That
bar when
age.
you're a kid is fucking fantastic.
It's great.
You're like, I can't wait till I can start come here on my own.
I
Play
could do
fucking
this.
shuffleboard, bowling. You know what I mean? It all looks fantastic.
There's games in there. There's darts and fucking shuffleboard, and everyone's laughing.
Yeah, everything's great.
Fucking fun, right?
You're fucking talking about sports.
Yeah.
You're fucking playing jukeboxes. It's everything you want.
No annoying women.
Boy.
It was great.
Guys drinking beer out of very small glasses. Old guys always drink out
You
of
all
this
got
very
that little
Yeah.
glass. Yeah, set me up with another one. Wow, yeah, you.
Me.
Oh.
Don't smile back. Why not?
See, Sam, I'm missing this.
If you offer to buy him a drink, they'll order champagne cocktails at $5 a pop.
Funny line.
Whores.
Wow.
Oh, God. You remember that sound?
Oh, I'm not very thirsty.
I didn't ask if you was thirsty. I asked what do you have. There's a 2-drink minimum.
Oh, beer?
Yeah. Beer. Beer.
Playing a little Sweet Georgia Brown.
Yeah, she's
As
doing a
this
sexy dance.
blonde bimbo.
Oh my God!
Tries to do a little dance.
She's waving something.
Jeez.
I like the couple behind them. There's a guy and a girl
Yeah,
couple.
what
Looks
is
like
that
Joseph
about?
Goriak, Champion Bank. And your wife says no.
Not taking much off. Don't
Yeah.
you know anything? They don't let her take it off. They save it up for Bubbles. She does it all.
Bubbles takes it off.
Oh, Potsy, you cunt.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Oh, they bring both the beers. Now we're just watching
Hey,
Happy Days.
Bobsy twins, your beer.
Wow, the writing was terrific.
You know what? I do
Amazing.
remember the thrill of going into a strip club, though, for the first few times. Instant hard-on. Just got an instant hard-on.
Went into this, I can't think of this fucking woman's name, but we went up into Philly, it was fucking ugly as shit, and she came out. It was like when there would be just one fucking stripper, you know what I mean, booked for the show, and she came out pushing a broom with her vagina. She had it fucking stuck up, and she was walking in.
How great is that?
Yes.
Come on.
Great, jack of all trades.
Yes.
You're like, woo, this is going to be a harsh fucking night.
Yes. Wow. Yes. I hate to ask where the janitor was. Pussy.
Yes. They, so, some of those strip clubs, they would have maybe 3-4 girls
Tops,
for the
yeah.
whole night. And
Just
now it's just a
rotating through.
parade of fucking hundreds of girls.
Beautiful
That's the same.
runaways. They're all doing great. I was at this place
Yeah.
called Mons Venus where the girls used to have to fucking get
Mons
off
Venus.
they had to get off the stage and play their own songs in the jukebox. They had
Yes.
to pump quarters in. And there's one chick, and I'm not making this up, while she was dancing for us, her fucking water broke.
Oh, shit.
That's how far along she was.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's a treat right there.
And
That's
they're
worth
like,
a buck
well,
tip.
here's something for you and something for the baby.
Yeah.
You know, you got to ride, right?
Something for the baby.
Hey, this guy Alex wants in from DC. Alex, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Just chilling with Ron Bennington today.
What's going on, Ronnie?
Hey, man.
Well, I'm from Latin America, and try growing up when your grandfather owns the fucking whorehouse and the bar.
Oh, wow.
That sounds pretty good, though.
What, you're saying he had prostitutes in the back room, right?
Yes. Basically, it was front of the bar, and then basically guys would come in there and just talk to the ladies and buy drinks or whatever, and then it was like a menu. They took them to the back and did all kinds of shit. So it was a small town, so my grandfather would actually get these other girls from other towns. And bring him in, and it was the only bar in town.
It's like Richard Pryor grew up the same
Right. Did you ever ask him how he got the girls from the other towns, by the way?
Well, it's kind of a poor country, so you don't have to. You only offer him, just a little bit of money. And it was a fishing town, so you had fishing was the main source of this town, and so you had a lot of guys from different countries and stuff like that. So. I was the most popular, one of the most popular kids in town. Because me and my brother, because our
Like
grandfather owned the
Porky's.
fucking whorehouse
His
and the bar.
fucking, his grandfather owned Porky's.
Latin Porkies.
Latin Porky's, yes.
Porkies.
Porky.
Good times.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye, fellas.
Godspeed.
My grandfather used to drink steady, just like he would sit. Every time I saw him, he was in that lounge, the little fucking recliner chair, watching the Met game, just drinking a beer constantly. Like constantly had beer. And I never remember him being drunk, but I never remember him being anything.
Same. He was the same in the
was
morning and same as at night. Yeah.
Every time I saw him, that was, visiting Grandma's house. There's Grandpa. He's in there just fucking.
Whose father?
That was my mom's dad. Yeah.
See, the thing is, you probably don't know anyone today as hard as that fucking man was.
Oh,
that
no.
was a generation of hard dudes. By the time they were fucking 40, they had it.
Yes.
They would just sit in the dark and smoke fucking fall balls, try to forget all the shit that they've seen, all the stuff they had to do.
Yeah.
Trying to push
Smoking,
down.
Shrinking.
And those factory guys, when I would be going to school, we would see them going into bars before work.
Oh, man.
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, they had to stop and drink before they walked.
Before they could even go to work.
Just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
idea of it.
Yeah.
Like I've got to be fucking.
And
buzzed for this.
lunch was the same thing.
Same
they were
exact
going to be
thing.
drinking for lunch. You just couldn't.
You got to remember, life
deal.
was like worthless to them.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like they surrendered their life
Yep.
so that their kids could have food.
There was no hope for them. Their course was set, and that was it. No hopes, no dreams.
Yeah.
Sounds like us.
You're
It is.
yes.
It's just a better version. You know what I mean? But imagine this: that if you could lose your arm when you're at work, or
in some horrid machine.
Exactly, as opposed to just the dignity they've taken in all promotion.
but it would be the same guys, fucking running that. You know. But the same kind of guys that run this ran those factories, and we're always saying, "Well, we've got to get industry back in this country." It was fucking awful. That's what you forget. It was awful. Guys were like 39, and their lungs were fucking rotting out.
They a bunch of guys with no fingers or hands.
Yeah,
just
their hearing is
taken off in the hubcap machine. Yeah, no hearing.
Their nerves were gone.
Yeah.
Those jackhammers, everything else they were fucking working with.
Ah, yes.
Jesus, the good old days.
Yeah, the kids are spoiled these days.
That's right.
They don't know how to work a jackhammer.
Everything about that fucking life was just so brutal. Just brutal for those dudes.
And then
And then they had to see us. We're fucking letting our hair grow and smoking pot and shit.
Having a good
fucking
old
looking like
time.
girls to them.
fucking waste. Right. Looking like a girl. This is what I fucking sacrificed for.
Laying on the couch and watching cartoons when you're 15. I don't know.
I don't know what I want.
I don't want to mow the lawn.
And they've already been working 5 years at that point.
By the time they were 15, yeah, they'd already killed people.
Right.
Holy shit. Yeah, just a whole different fucking animal.
Different generation.
Yeah. Wow, I'm just beat.
Yeah.
Now I'm just
Bobby
ready
Lee
for
just
the
fucking
weekend.
tired us out.
Well, I think everybody's got a little bit of that fucking jungle rot from them too, man.
That is some
shit was in the
frightening
air.
stuff.
Did you really see it?
Yeah.
How bad was it?
There was flakes coming off his foot and was flying around there, you guys.
Oh,
I was watching
shit.
it in the light.
I don't
There you
need
go.
that. Why the hell? I don't need no jungle rot.
Look like the hotel gun scene in True Romance.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Right? It was floating in the air and
Floating
stuff.
in the air, just like that.
Yeah, you're so cool.
Yeah.
The whole time I was looking at it, I was saying, you're so cool.
You're so cool. Yes.
Well, Bloomberg wants to do one more thing before he leaves office.
Oh, pardon me.
It's great.
He wants to ban styrofoam.
Good.
He's going after the styrofoam people now.
Good.
Sure.
Is that
Why?
a code word for something more important?
Yeah,
Or is
vaginas.
it really styrofoam vaginas?
He really wants
doesn't
to
like
get rid of them.
vaginas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, why is a good question here.
Well, you know what? I can't even criticize this fucking guy anymore based on what I've read already about de Blasio.
De Blasio's going to suck a fucking bag of dicks.
Did you see the little commission he put together, the little think tank
No.
he put together to question them about the police department and things that he
Who's
should...
involved in that?
Felons, criminals, drug dealers.
From their point of view.
From their point of view,
Good.
they and they gave him such advice as, of course, stop and frisk should be done away with.
Sure.
And why can't the police just leave us alone to do what we'd like to do to earn a living? And if you get out of prison, they don't like being checked up on because they say, look, we paid our debt. And we don't need to be watched after.
De Blasio, it seems to me like a groveling twat.
Yes.
He is going to be atrocious.
And he said
we're gonna have fun with him though.
Because La Hoda, the other guy, was not likable.
Yeah.
And de Blasio is probably a much more likable guy, and his family is interesting
barely.
and different, and they feel progressive. What a bunch of dummies New Yorkers are to elect.
He
this
said he's
fucking guy.
not a free market guy at all. He's not a free market guy. He likes a heavy-handed government.
But the Republicans
asshole.
blew it with Loda. He didn't look likable at all.
Yeah, stupid
That was
little
the best they
mustache.
could come up with. They had what 12 years to figure it out.
Well, just the fact that you'd want somebody that was probably a little similar to the last guy that was in there, you know.
I got to split, guys.
Oh, shit. What, you
It
got
was
a
great
meeting?
seeing, yeah.
What
It was
happened?
great seeing you guys.
Panic attack? What do you got
Yeah,
going
I
on?
got to go see
You okay,
Bobby.
buddy?
Bobby Lee and I said some things I wish I didn't.
Oh.
Okay.
Twitter's mad at me, but it was good to see you,
You
guys.
okay, buddy? You locking up? What's
yeah,
the matter?
just locking up. I want to get out of here. I just
You
don't
okay?
feel so good.
I also want to thank Fez for stopping by today. It was very nice of him as well.
Yeah,
It
thanks,
was a very
Fezzy.
nice surprise
Well-
stopping by today.
You know.
You know.
He knows everyone doesn't like him because
we
he's gay.
like him.
Because it changed everything when he came out as
no.
gay.
Is that what he thinks?
It's the
Why
biggest
would he
surprise.
think that?
Well, because you guys use the other F word.
Oh, right.
Facial.
Facial.
It's fagala.
Fagala.
All right, I'll see you boys later.
All right there, Ronnie.
Bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
coming in, man.
You made the time
What a
fly by
blast.
today, sir. Ron
I love
Bennington.
seeing Ronnie.
See you
Take it
guys.
easy,
Thank
sir.
you.
Have a good show. I'll be listening on the way home.
Fuck it. I say we go home.
Well, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Kenny.
Oh, holy shit, he came in like Kramer.
Jesus, what
He came in
happened?
like Kramer.
Oh my God.
You can't go yet.
Why?
Because at 10 o'clock, something important.
Yeah, Jimmy's tickets go on sale.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the
right.
Brigada, February 14th.
Yeah, and 2 nights, Valentine's Day weekend, whatever those nights
Oh,
are.
2 nights.
Yeah, the whole weekend.
Very cool.
Valentine's Day and President's Weekend.
Okay.
So it's a double thing.
Didn't we do that last year? We all went down there?
I didn't do it that week. I've been doing antisocial for the last couple of years. I actually just wanted to do headline shows this year.
Fucking do Uncle Social.
Fuck
too.
you. How am I going to follow that, Comia?
Our yearly trip to the Brigada. I look forward to that. Especially in the heart of fucking winter. It breaks it up nice.
Yeah, I always love getting down there.
Gives you a couple days.
And
It's a good time, man. We always have a blast down there.
I have a mailing list. Do people still join mailing lists anymore on my website or no?
Your fans do.
Mailing.
Do they?
Here is
Yes,
this.
you got loyal and dedicated fans.
Thank you. Well, join the mailing list then. Go to jimnorton.com.
Join the mailing
It's
list
light.
then.
It's fucking light.
All right. Maybe they don't know about it. Now they do.
Yeah, jimnorton.com.
Right.
And tonight I'm in Clinton, New Jersey. I think tomorrow's sold out. Tonight there might be tickets on the early show. So whatever. If you want to come see me, see
They
me.
come tonight.
If
It's
you
all
want.
new material.
Yeah.
GH.
All
All
that
right.
stuff.
Let's see what else. Bobby Lee live on
Gotham?
Twitter. We'll be at Gotham this weekend.
Yeah.
And I put together with the help of a couple listeners a Shaq Balloon video. The video with our commentary. Although I couldn't find the UFN line.
Oh, well.
But it's still pretty damn strong, so. Hey, Rock, you put it on the Facebook page yet? It came out really well. I put a heavy edit into it to really make it fucking smoke. It's on Facebook?
We will.
Okay.
Put it up.
Yeah, put that up there for the people.
You do that.
All right. Have a good
All right,
weekend.
everybody. Have fun, huh? Have a good, safe, and sane weekend, would you?
Here comes light of the day, light of the day.
We've seen the motorcade, Obama's motorcade
Yeah,
go
and
by.
Bush's
I've seen it a couple times. You can barely
It
tell
just
there's
whips
a
by and
you
then
can't
don't
tell
even know
there's a
it's him.
person in there.
Yeah, you don't even know because
Yeah.
they run a couple.
Amazing.
The spinner rims
Oh, I
are
have.
a dead giveaway.